Right, Frank, it's time to talk about Chelsea. We finally got there. It's going to be a big weekend for them. Will they finally get that win? Trying to get their first win since that match against Leicester back in March. They're actually favourites going into the game against Bournemouth. Is this where you think they're going to get that win, Frank?
No.
No.
Well, it's better to laugh about it than to cry about it, you know. But I really think that if the Blues can get 1 point and save themselves from the relegation, because it's still possible that Chelsea can go down to the Championship, that would be already a big breath, you know, to all the fans, you know. And all the fans, they're just waiting for 1 point. And 1 point, I think, is going to be enough to save them. Bournemouth, you know, they have the same amount of points than Chelsea. So why do you want to put Chelsea favorite? They didn't win any game for six games or 7 games. They score only 2. No, 1 point, maybe a draw, maybe 1-1, 0-0. A clean sheet would be nice. That's it. I'm not hoping for anything. Just 1 point, get safe. See you next season.
Any possibility at all, a small possibility as it may be for you, Kieran, that they get relegated this season?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I'm just looking here and I'm seeing -7 on goal difference. I mean, I'm not sure when I remember the last time that would have been. That must hurt you, Frank. Come on, that must hurt you, man.
Well, that's crazy. You know what I mean? I mean, I think it's been said that for more than a century, Chelsea hasn't had less point and less goal than that. So it's appalling, and I said that, and I got upset because I'm so disappointed. And we are talking about a big club. And I know clubs are going through some bad moments, like we saw with Liverpool, we saw Arsenal lately, Manchester United also lately. But what Chelsea is doing right now, I think it's the bottom of the bottom. We see nothing. We see no spirit. We don't even see players willing to save the club, or maybe not knowing how to save the club. And I think Pochettino is just waiting. Yeah, I'm going to get it, but I'm going to wait if they're still on and they're still in the Premier League next season. But again, it's appalling. It's so sad. Hopefully my club, because it's my club, is going to get better very soon.
OK, it's mathematically possible that they could be relegated. It's highly unlikely. They're just 1 point shy of the magic 40 points. Where are Chelsea going to get a win if they are going to get a win this season?
Nottingham Forest.
Forest, yeah.
That's the only game. And I predicted a draw against Bournemouth, so that gets them to 40 points. I think they beat Nottingham Forest. I'll be honest. If Chelsea don't get 4 points in the next 2 games, just relegate them regardless. If you cannot pick up a point, if you can't get 3 points between going to Bournemouth and at home to Nottingham Forest, just relegate them by default for being that bad. I mean, it's to Frank's point, it's better to laugh than to cry, but it's laughable that we are sitting here having a genuine debate as to whether Chelsea can beat Nottingham Forest at Stamford Bridge. That's how bad they are.
Do you like the Championship,
I
Frank? Do you like to watch it?
I want to know. No, I don't. I know. I suffer every time, you know. But I want to know where that pessimism comes from, you know, Xhaka. Why so pessimism? He wants to put Newcastle with a defeat, West Ham with a draw. He wants to relegate Chelsea. What's wrong with you, my man? You know, take care.
I'm just saying.
Cool.
Relegate them on principle. Just relegate them on principle, I say.
This is Dr. Evil, Xhaka.
It's Friday. What can I say?
A little bit.
The recent results, though, Stevie, they just make for awful reading.
Oh, good.
I mean, it's the worst combination that any side can have, is not scoring a goal and can't keep a clean sheet. That has just got disaster written all over it. And as Xhaka said, we're laughing here, but they could end up with the same tally at the end of the year as they've got right now. Because on paper, you look at Bournemouth and you look at Forest as possibilities. The other 3, City, United, Newcastle, on paper, you say no chance. But the truth is, Forest aren't that bad at home. That's where they've been picking up their points. So Chelsea actually... You know what? I hate to say this, but Dan Thomas said that he couldn't see them winning a game to the end of the season, which I challenged him on, but he might be right.
Don't challenge Dan. You should have learned that this
Honestly,
season.
he might actually be right.
You're going to have no money left.
For once. For once.
Oh, I mean, that's not bad, I don't know.
As we were.
You said after the Arsenal game you alluded to the fact, especially first half, you said the players do care but maybe too nice to play against. Have you addressed that on the training pitch this week? What have you seen on the training pitch this week?
Addressed up the training pitch. I think, it's... well, firstly, to be clear, I think when I said the players care, I know they do, because this is I've been a player and a coach now a long time, and players all care. They've all got their reasons to care. The reality is the action that comes from that, and sometimes there can be many reasons why. It brings maybe an underperformance or, not so great results. So I don't think that's something that's like a training pitch issue as such. Of course, that's working with the players as a group and individually to try and make sure that everyone's on point. And of course, then you work on the training pitch. But since Arsenal, it's been pretty much recovery and small prep this morning to play. So there's not the turnaround and chance to deal with some of these issues, which are more sort of fundamental issues, I guess.
Todd Bowley said this week that he's determined to fix everything, get it right. What did you make of the comments? Can you have any sort of input, given your standing at the club, your understanding of this club, and can you help him with that process?
No, I think it's a good thing. It's to speak so positively. It's what I've found since I've been here. Good intentions where the club's going to be taken. So that's good. And then from my point of view, I don't know. I'm here in this period. I'm working with the squad at the minute to try and get some form of turnaround in terms of feeling, performance, and then results. And other than that, I think it's obviously the owners of the club to take those bigger decisions.
What have you been told about the managerial situation? Any update there? Any information?
No, nothing. No.
What's your vision kind of for Chelsea next season? Like, if you could sort of sum up in just what needs to improve exactly to get the club.
That's not for me to talk about now. I'm here till the end of the season, so I don't think my vision now at this point is not worthy. But you know what I mean? It's not for me to answer at this point.
I was just going to ask you about Paddy Shield.
Mm-hmm.
Earning a lot of plaudits earlier in the season for his performances. What have you seen with him on the training pitch? And is he close to kind of coming back to Liverpool?
Very close, because he couldn't play in the Champions League for me. He played against Brighton, which is a difficult match probably for everybody. And of course he's close, and in competition with Thiago and Wesley and Trevor in that area of the pitch. He's very close. He's training well, and I think he's come here as a lot of players have come from a different league at a youngish age into the Premier League. I think it's understandable to have moments of maybe game time, maybe moments of not. You're to a degree a developing player, but probably more just finding your feet in this league as young players. So I think that's one of the things that we find in this season is, in a normal case, maybe a club like Chelsea or others, these sort of players come in amongst big stability in the squad and the team and have them time and can find it. And at the moment, that's not quite the case. So I think to give credit to those players themselves, that's not easy to take some of that responsibility on their shoulders. But what they are all doing is trying to work and keep going, and I'm here and we're here as staff to support that.
Thanks, mate.
Thank you.
Paul PLP.
Frank, what have you made of the job Gary O'Neill's done at Bournemouth, having been most people's favourites for going straight back down?
Yeah, done a great job. Full credit to him. I don't know any of the details of it behind the scenes, but he's obviously done a lot of good work there. And what he's created is a team with high energy, high quality, good feeling around the whole club, feeling of togetherness, it seems, from the outside. And considering where he came in, I think he's done a really good job, and he's getting the credit I think he rightfully deserves.
Talking about Dominic Solanke, what do you remember of training with him?
I remember training with him. He was a young man coming in to train with first team at the time, so he was in and out, but clearly a high talent. And I know that from my links with the academy and the coaches there, that would speak a lot about their high regard for him. And sometimes different players take different routes, and he's taken his route. And now it's good to see him performing, because he's still young, because he's talked about a lot as a young man. To see him performing so well, and he's a big threat and a very good player for them. So I'm pleased for him on an individual note, because he has his origins here at the club, but he's what might seem a difficult path sometimes. At the minute, he's performing really well.
He's had moments where he's been prolific, particularly last year in the Championship. How much do you see him as a proper all-round striker now?
I think that's exactly what he is, and he's showing it, and that's what you want in a modern day number 9, all round, which means you of course have to get your goals and assists, but also I think that one of Dominic's big things has always been his work ethic on and off the ball. So if you want to press from the front, you need people that can put in that energy and effort and the capacity to do it, but also have an understanding of what it is, and I think Dominic's had that. Probably been well trained in this academy, to be fair, but individually I think full credit to him.
And just on you've had this remarkable career, you've got a family, you've got presumably lots of opportunities that come your way. Where do you still get the hunger from to manage when it doesn't look much fun from the outside?
I know, you should probably go and ask every Premier League manager that same question. You know what I mean? It's what we do. So I'm fortunate maybe with the family and with the career behind me, but I'm 44 years of age. I'm just working like you're working. Is your job a delight every day, or?
It's even more fun than yours.
Does it?
I get home earlier.
Okay.
The most difficult grounds to go to in the Premier League in St James's Park as they face Newcastle. So let's hear from Mikel Arteta, but first Eddie Howe.
Really enjoyed this season in a strange way, because it's not enjoyable as you're living the moments necessarily, but when you look back, I know I'll look at this season and go, wow, what an incredible experience that was. And I want the players to feel the same thing, because as you say, and I said earlier, I don't want to burden them with expectation or pressure, or that's not the right way to go about our experience at the moment. It's about enjoying what we're doing, meeting the challenges that we face with no fear, and committing to what we're doing, and hopefully we'll have a successful end.
Afternoon. Shall we start with a little bit of team news? Gabriel, first of all, came off a little bit uncomfortable, you said, during the week. Has he trained this week? Is he right to go again on Sunday?
We will have to see tomorrow how he is. But he could not finish the game, so that was obviously a big sign for us, and we'll have to see how he is tomorrow.
And Saliba, any update, any progress?
Not a lot of progress. He's feeling better every single day, but he's not been able still to have any activity around the first team, so we don't expect him to be with us.
And with Saliba, does there come a point where you just stick your hands up and say, okay, that's it for the season, let's just get him better and ready to start next season, because you've only got 4 games?
We are not there yet today, because we're always hopeful and players always pushing to play, but if that's the case at some stage, we will announce that, but hopefully that won't be the case.
Okay, is it just more rest that he needs, or is there something else that needs to be done to kind of fix him?
It's about the healing process, pain-wise, and things that he can do now off the pitch. I think he's in a good place, but obviously we have to build that capacity again to have the right impact, the right load, and be in good condition to train and play for the team.
Is there anybody else that's a doubt for Sunday?
No, hopefully not.
And reflecting on earlier this week, you can tell us things are good, you can feed into the players, but going out and actually delivering, how important is that to you this week, bearing in mind what's ahead?
Yeah, we showed a great response during the week, but as you said, the most important thing was after to put it on the pitch, and we did it right from the beginning. We showed real determination and desire to win the game, to put up a big performance. It was a big game for us with the London derby, and we did that, and we earned the right to win the game.
And you talked afterwards about just still needing to find this ruthless streak. How do you go about doing that as a group?
Well, finding moments where are crucial in games to kill them, finding better ways to finalize games, and we had a few, especially with the games that we have drawn.
Okay, Ian from TalkSport.
Hi, Mikel. Do you think some of the injuries you're suffering might be because of the unusual season we've had with the World Cup in the middle, the fact that it's gone on a bit longer?
the ones that we had, the ones that they've been.
Okay, hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, good whatever time it might be in your location. Let me know if you can hear me and you can see me before we start. Is everybody all right? Are you guys all right? Maybe, maybe not. Give us some feedbacks and let's go. So the game is gonna start in more than an hour from now, but we have breaking news from some account. Modric and Noni are gonna start, which is a good news. That's what people have been asking for. And let's see what is going to happen. The boys are in the building, as you can tell here. The boys are in the building. So let's see if Lampard is going to continue with Raheem Sterling, who is going to be number 9. I didn't see that throw, so I don't think that throw is going to be there. Probably Harvard or somebody else. So if you are in the building, please try to say hi to us. And feel free to join us if you have time. Okay. Yeah, so let's see. Mohammed said that hopefully we can actually win, huh? Yeah, hopefully we can actually win today, because it's been embarrassing for Chelsea. No one will stop City in the title. So are we talking about City here, or are we talking? Yeah, Manchester City. Never say never. I mean, last season they struggled until the last second, literally. So never say never in life, my friends. That is your opinion, but your opinion doesn't mean it's gonna be 100% true that they are not going to lose. They might lose, or they might not. So you never know. It's part of football. Football is so complicated. So the lads are already in the building, as you can tell here, and this is the stadium that Chelsea are going to play. It's a small stadium, very, very small, and the fans are really close to the pitch. It's always a nightmare to play over there. When the people start singing and encouraging their team, it's very, very difficult. So let's hope that the lad can do the job today. So Chelsea women here are showing some care. Sammy. So Sam Kerr today is representing his country on the coronation parties, the king. Yeah, so you can see Sam Kerr here. Happy birthday to Mateo Kovacic. I think on his birthday today, it's going to be almost impossible for Lampard to let him out, right? But we all know how he's been poor lately. But I don't see Frank Lampard letting him out of the team on his birthday. So if you wanna go with sentiment, and then you pay for it, put people with more energy and more determination and more end product, people who can bring you something, because Kovacic doesn't look like he wanna be there. Looks like he wanna go. just like anybody else. Everybody wanna leave Chelsea for some reason. So yeah, as you can tell here, let's go to Sam. Uncle Sam is giving some flash news, but we're gonna have official news in like, let's say, can people really hear what I'm saying? I don't know if people can even tell. I'm not getting any feedback, so I don't know if people can hear me, but it is what it is. Meslier, the French guy, been dropped by Sam Allardyce against Manchester City, because for Uncle Sam, it's not about playing from the back, tiki-taka, whatever. It's no nonsense, old school. Stay compact at the back, defend, put the ball in the box. Let's see if something is gonna happen. So Meslier been really poor, but also the entire defense. So Sam Allardyce is gonna bench somebody like him to bring somebody else, another profile. He's not like Sam Allardyce profile for the goalkeeper. So thank you everybody for joining us. Listen, you have the link here. You can call us right now for free. Click on the link, call us, and have your say. And don't forget to like and subscribe. The more you like, the more people will join us here. So I just need your 1 second of your life. Doesn't cost you anything. It's gonna take you just 1 second to do it. Your brother is gonna be here for hours and hours and hours for the community. So stay tuned. If we have enough people, we're gonna continue do the watch along, and then all the good stuff after game, the therapy session or the celebration. If Frank Lampard is gonna win his first game. 007 is trending, like Frank Lampard 007. 007. Okay. You know what it is? This is what is trending in my location. All dressed, ready for Lampard 007. Look at that. It's trending. It's trending on social media. Frank Lampard 007. People want him to fail today, so the business can continue. I'm a Chelsea fan. I would never be like Aziz. He told me, like, you know what? I wanted him to fail. I didn't want us to win against Real Madrid, so he can get sacked, so he doesn't stay at Chelsea. But this is the same guy who told me that we were going to win the Champions League, and Lampard is the guy. Aziz, my own brother. 007 is trending, people, as you can tell here. Like, everybody is determined for him to fail, but me, I support the team, man. I don't support individuals because I don't sign them up. Lampard 007 is trending everywhere. It is funny, really. It is funny, but it is what it is, my people. I don't know why people feel happy to suck other people's blood, and you ask yourself why there are war and anger and hunger around the world when other people got money. Because there are people who just wanna see other people to fail. That is the only thing that makes them feel good about themselves. Anyways, we are different, but you see why people are fighting around the world and killing each other. It's because of that. If we can get in that level of hate in the football because somebody is kicking a ball, there is a problem here. just think about money now. How another level of hate is gonna get about fighting about money. If you can fight about a game who's supposed to give you some, entertainment, you get to that level of, I want Mason Mount to do this and this, and wish his family, I wish he got such and such bad disease and die. So just imagine when it comes to like money, how that guy is gonna react. All right, let's go. Let me all ask 2 goals, please. All I ask is 2 goals today. Yeah, it's coming. We will start Sterling today. Yeah, it looks like I didn't see Datro Fofana much on the pictures that been provided to us. So all right. Mr. Arsenal for life. Hello, nice to see you. Aziz Queen loves Frank Lampard. Yeah. Aziz he can be a fan for a few seconds. But when he got to his holy water, he completely changed. He changed his mind. Now he's still very quiet, having his breakfast, drinking his coffee. Anyways, people, we're gonna go and see on the lineup. Everybody can see now. On the screen, Kepa, Abracadabra, Chaluba, Thiago Silva, Badiashile, Chilwell, Kante, Enzo, Gallagher, Madueke, Havertz, Modric. Where is Fofana? Wait, let's check on the bench. Mendy, Aspilicueta, Hall, Kovacic, Loftus-Cheek, Pulisic, Sterling, Ziyech, and Joao Felix. I think Wesley Fofana is injured. I don't see any other reason than him being injured. He's injury prone. Everybody knows about it. So I think he's not there. Let me even double check good. Probably I don't see it nicely because I just still early here. I just woke up. Kepa, Abracadabra, Chaluba, Thiago Silva, Badiashile, Chilwell, Kante, Enzo, Gallagher, Madueke, Havertz, and Modric. On the bench, Mendy, Aspilicueta, Hall, Kovacic, Ruben, Pulisic, Sterling, Ziyech, and Joao Felix. Yeah, so Wesley Fofana is not even on the bench. I think one of those injury prone. Yeah, so we are in trouble already, man. We are in trouble already. Wesley Fofana is not there, my friend. Look at that. No Wesley. So Wesley Fofana got a knock or got fever or got something, because I don't see any reason why he's playing Trevor Chaluba. But I'm happy that Badiashile is back. So what system are we going with here? 4-3-3. Chaluba, Thiago, Badiashile, Chilwell, Kante, Enzo, Gallagher in the midfield, Madueke, Havertz, and Modric. In my preview, I wanted to see Mendy. I don't know what Mendy need to do now to be in the starting 11. First of all, we're gonna concede a goal. That is known, right? That is known. But because Kepa is there, Kepa encourages the other team to shoot. Everybody knows about it. There is no agenda here. It's just fact and reality. We've been very, very poor. Every goal that we concede so far, if you look at him, sometimes he would touch it, but fingertips, because he's short, got short arms, and then, or something stupid outside the box, and people are going to say unsavable. There's no shot there that is unsavable. A decent-sized goalkeeper save it, even if you play in the Sunday League team. But Kepa fanboys are going to say it's unsavable. So Kepa is my first problem here. The back kind of good, because do we really have another choice? Badiashile is there. So no choice. Kante and Enzo and Gallagher in the midfield. I don't see any problem. I've been asking for people who can give you some energy. Gallagher is going to give you energy and running. People complain about Chelsea don't have energy. They don't run. They don't do this and that. And then when you bring Gallagher and they, he only runs, and do nothing. Well, I would prefer somebody who runs and put some tackles than somebody who is a luxury players who just ball watching and waiting for us to concede. So he can throw his arm in the air and start blaming other people. So midfield, okay for me. In the attack, Madueke and Modric, I wanted to see them for sure. And Havertz, I'm not too sure, but yeah, he's been on the bench for a little while now. Let's hope that he can do something. He can score a goal or something, because Aubameyang, it looks like clearly he doesn't want to play anymore. I was asking and pushing for him to be given a chance, and he was given a chance, and then 45 minutes of horror show. Can't track, can't tackle, can't run, can't do anything. Ball watching, waiting for the ball to come to him. Probably he doesn't want to get injured for a team like Chelsea Football Club. He just want to go in one piece to Barcelona, right? So I don't blame anybody for not playing Oba. Wesley, the other Fofana, Datro Fofana is my problem. Where is Datro? Datro is not even on the bench. So I don't know. So I have two issues with this lineup. The first one is Kepa Arrizabalaga. The second one is Havertz, but I can tolerate Kai Havertz a little bit. I can tolerate him because sometimes he does good and sometimes he's not good. Now, let's hope that today, because in the first leg, remember, correct me if I'm wrong, but he scored, huh? Yeah. Kai Havertz actually scored in the first leg at Stamford Bridge. We won 2-0. And Kai Havertz scored and Mason Mount scored. So today, let's hope that he can also score. Let me go and double check. Mohamed said that Wesley Fofana not involved today to a hamstring injury. Yeah. Hamstring injury. I completely knew it when I saw him not on the bench, not in the line, in the starting 11. I thought that was an injury or illness or something. Aubameyang, yeah, you can laugh, man. You got us on that. You got us on that. So today lineup is fair, is fair, but watch it, people, at the end of the game. If we don't win, and then it's gonna be why you didn't start Sterling, why you didn't put Kovacic, Pulisic, and blah blah blah. Or Joao Felix. It's always a lose-lose situation for people like Frank Lampard, right? You put what people want, you don't win, you are in trouble again. Now I want people to come here and complain instead of at the end of the game, oh, I knew it. When I saw the lineup, I knew it. I knew we were going to win. What are you going to do? What is your lineup? Because even the last show in the channel, I asked people to give me their lineup. Pretty much everybody wanted to see almost this kind of lineup. Chalobah is there because Fofana is injured, hamstring injury. That could take him until the end of the season. No more Fofana. A hamstring injury is not like a small injury. Depend on how bad it is. So we might not even see Fofana until the end of the season. So it's over. What do you want Frank Lampard to put there? Because everybody become an expert after fact. I think this is the best lineup that he could have present out there. Joao Felix, we all know if he started Joao Felix and he start missing those opportunity and all that, it's gonna be, oh, why did you play him? We all know that he's poor. If he doesn't play him, oh, why you didn't play him? So it's always a lose-lose situation. I don't like hypocrite people. You have to come here and tell the truth. Tell us before the game. Now I don't see any negative comment about the lineup, but just wait until the end of this of the game. We lose this game. Why? Yeah, I knew it. But if we win, no, it was only Bournemouth, so it doesn't count. So it's always a lose-lose situation. I think this is the best lineup that he could have put there. I don't see anything really that he could have done better here, in my humble opinion. Okay, Mr. Tob, thank you so much, my brother, for stopping by. Yeah, Datro Fofana and Mendy are not there. Yeah, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Probably instructions are coming from above not to play certain players who are in contract negotiations. Like Mendy don't want to sign a contract less money than Kepa Arrizabalaga, which I understand, because the brother came and saved Chelsea Football Club, totally transformed Chelsea Football Club. The second season he was poor, but it was about the entire team being poor. You've been playing with Andreas Christensen, Rudiger, and all that. In the second season, completely different backline, completely different teams, we were suffering. Everybody was suffering, I would have been confident if Mendy, I got you. I understand and respect that. Mendy is a very good goalkeeper. If we can keep it simple, keep it at, the play from the back thing is not his thing, So that's true. I don't know what's going on, but it is what it is. Let's just hope that Kai Havertz can do something today. Today is today. What that even means. Mr. Machoka here said, the lineup is amazing today. Well, you can say that now. And I'm going to save your comment right now. And when you come at the end of the game, when we don't win, and you start complaining why we didn't play Mendy, why we didn't put this and that, everybody become an expert after fact. You have to come now. Aziz, I want to see you now come and complain. Instead of coming the end of the game and say that, I knew it, I knew we were going to lose. If we win, nah, that was just Bournemouth. But we've been losing against Southampton of all people. And this team here, Bournemouth, they've been beating people. They won 4 games in 5 last games. Chelsea didn't win even 1. So if you're going to make a team look like it's a small team because you beat them, and then the agenda is really clear, because we lose against the so-called small team. Oh, you can't even win against them. You win, no, it was too easy and it's the opposition credit. We didn't do anything. So it's always a lose-lose situation. So everybody that want to come and complain now about the lineup and tell us what is his solution based on what we got in hand, you can come now so we can compare that at the end of the show, because we have everything on the record. It's recorded. So you don't have to flip-flop because we have you on the record. So the lineup, I think this is the best lineup he could have presented out there, because there is nothing here. Seeing Noni Madueke on the bench today, I'm convinced that you are convinced a little bit. We should go for Manuel Ugarte in the summer from Sporting Lisbon. Hakim said that we should go there. My brother, how we gonna go for everybody pretty much? Chelsea Football Club, we should go for. I don't think we should go for anybody at the moment. Get the manager first and then clear the deck. Clear those so-called dead wood out of the team first, and then you can build. We should go. how many people we should go. Well, we got too excited here about Joao Felix, the next coming of Jesus Christ, that was going to save us and win us the Champions League. And how many goals? 2 goals so far. So 1 goal costs 10 million. 10 million in 1 goal. Because we paid 20 million for a 4-month loan. And he scored 2 goals and hit the post like 1,000 times. Off target like 100 times. You know? And then we all got excited. Oh, go for him. I can't believe we have Joao Felix. I can't believe we have such and such. I can't believe. Go do this and that. We got excited. Every single player that got a good compilation video, we go for him. We go for him. This guy here, I didn't know him until a few days ago when he was linked with Chelsea Football Club. How can I pretend now that, oh, he's the new guy now, we have to go for him, he's exactly what Chelsea need? No, we have to stop shopping on social media, shopping on YouTube. How do you know this guy? He just came out of the blue, all of a sudden we have to go for him. How about the players that we already have in the team? How about coaching? How about developing and making people world class at Chelsea instead of all the time we go for this, we go for that, we go for this. My brother, for me, let's stop this stupidity for now. Let's stop it. Let's bring the new manager, whoever is gonna be in charge, and then after that, he's gonna assess the team that he got, assess the loan army, assess the academy, and then make a decision. Got probably 3 or 2 key players to implement his system. That's what Chelsea need now. We don't have to go. Jude Bellingham, oh, go for him. Spend whatever it takes. Moises Caicedo, go for him. This is exactly what Chelsea need. Vlahovic, yeah, this is exactly. Kolomwani, oh, we are all over the place. And I think it's even Chelsea hierarchy, Chelsea board. They go and shop on social media because people are just hyping somebody on social media. What's wrong with us? Okay. Let's go. The lineup is so cool too today. Yeah, you can say it now. Keep saying it until the end of the game. That's what I'm asking for. If you can go for it and support your idea, your primary idea. I don't like people who flip-flop, you know. I don't like that because, you know, just be honest and accept, assume it, take it in the chin. If you wanted something and it's happened, you can. It's okay to tell the truth. It's okay to say, you know what, I wanted to see this guy. I thought we were going to win, but we didn't win. They let me down. Simple as that. But just don't pretend as if you never said anything or you never wanted anybody or you knew what was going to happen. That is not being honest. Honesty in life is everything. That's what I was taught from a very young age. You have to tell the truth all the time. 42 minutes to go, people. If you want to join us, the link being provided there. You can click on the link and come join us here. And let's see what is going to happen. All right. Okay, so we are getting there slowly and surely. You have everything on your screen. Come here, join us, and let's have fun. Okay, so again, if you are just listening, let me repeat. The lineup: Kepa Arrizabalaga, Chalobah, Trevor, Thiago Silva, Badiashile, Chilwell, Kante, Enzo, Gallagher, Madueke, Havertz, Mudryk. On the bench: Mendy, Aspi, Hall, Kova, Loftus-Cheek, Pulisic, Sterling, Ziyech, and Joao Felix. No Datro Fofana even on the bench. So let's hope that Mr. Harvest can deliver today. I'm not sure about Kepa Abracadabra. but we're gonna support the boy and hope that he doesn't do one of those keepers moment. And yeah, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed nobody shoot from the distance. And your videos are carrying word. What do you mean by that? Your video are carrying word. Hello? Hello? I don't know, be specific what that means. Your video are carrying word. This is a live stream. You're talking about the stream, or you're talking about the videos that are posted early on? That's why people can't hear me or something? Be specific, please. Yeah, Mr. Football Man 007. Are you gonna be like Frank Lampard 07? He said that we have many talent in our team, but we don't use them. Exactly, we don't use them. We just wanna buy. Like that Ugano guy. I never heard of him. I don't know him. I'm not gonna pretend be a genius just like anybody else. It's just a few days ago when he was linked with Chelsea Football Club and been linked with Liverpool and other teams. And all of a sudden, I'm not going to pretend, oh, I knew him. I always watch him. No, I never knew him. Just like this guy, Enzo Fernandez. I knew him in the World Cup. I never watched him when he was back in Argentina. I watched one game only, Porto against PSG in the Champions League, but I didn't pay too much attention. So I'm not gonna just come and pretend, oh, I've been watching him since when he was in River Plate, because some people came here in the channel to tell me that they've been watching him and Alvarez, Alvarez when they were at the River Plate. I never heard of those guys. Just I don't know why people feel feel good to lie. It's okay if you don't know something and you're discovering. I'm not gonna tell you that I know every single person. No, that is lying. Internet is not stable. I got the best internet on the land, the best speed that you can get in the US, like top of the top speed. So sometimes it's not my fault. It could be the traffic in your location, in your area. It's just, because you need to travel. And, it's just like cars, right? Traffic is so heavy. So you might have some problem in your location, not necessarily my location. Because I got everything really ready here. So I don't know, my friend. I don't know. So probably we have to jump and double check on other teams too, so we don't have to talk only about Chelsea, because the show is only for other teams. So for Bournemouth, they have Neto, Kelly, Lerma, Solanke, Dominic Solanke, another Chelsea Academy reject, and he's gonna punish us, right? It looks like it's written in heaven. Dominic Solanke with a header. And he's even taller than Kepa Arrizabalaga. So Kepa is looking up to him looking like a baby when he's standing side to side with Dominic Solanke. So Solanke, keep your eye open. Very, very good guy. Back in the academy day, good. Mourinho gave him few minutes here and there, but we decided he didn't want to sign a contract. He left on free, went to join Liverpool, and Liverpool sold him to Bournemouth, got money, and we did the hard work, develop a player, and never gave him a chance, and Liverpool went to benefit from the hard work that Chelsea did. That is what Chelsea been for years. Christie, Ouattara, Rothwell, Smith, Vinia, Senesi, and Billings. Yeah. For Bournemouth Football Club, this is the starting 11 for them. I don't know, can anybody really hear what I'm saying? Because somebody is complaining about my stream. I don't know if everybody. Somebody please tell me so I can confirm. Yes, the stream is not stable. The internet, not my internet, bro. I have all the signal here is giving me green. Everything. I have like the most speed, this, you know, the top speed that you can get in America in my location. I got it here. So it's not about the speed. It could be the traveling, you know, when it gets to where you are at and your area and your situation just makes it worse to get in your location, but not me. So yeah, you have Bournemouth and all the good stuff. Happy birthday to Mr. Kovacic. Let's go and talk about other teams, right? Because we have many of them. This is Crystal Palace starting 11 today, people. They are playing against Tottenham Hotspurs. So the lineup is John Stone, Ward, Gueye, Anderson, Michels, Eze, Doucouré, Schlamp, Olise, Ayew, and Zaha. Very, very strong team. They are doing very, very good under Roy Hodgson. We already talked about Bournemouth. This is Wolves. And Wolves are playing against Brighton. Look at them. They are always special, right? Diego Costa is playing today. Semedo, Dawson, Kilman, Totti, Lemina, Neves, Nunes, Neto, Acuna, and all that. Diego. So Cuna, Costa, Neto, Nunes, Neves, Lemina, Totti, Kilman, Dawson, Semedo, and Sa, S-A. That is his name. Andrew said that he can listen, he can hear me loud and clear. So another brother, Mr. Machoka, I think is your location connection is bad, not mine. Aston Villa starting 11 today. They have Emi Martinez, Young, Kosa, Mings, Alex Moreno, Traore, remember him? Bertrand Traore, made in Chelsea, through and through. Douglas Luiz, McGuinn, Ramsey, Buendia, and Watkins. Let's go. Starting 11 for Manchester City. Ederson, Lewis, Akanji, Laporte, Ake, Gundogan, De Bruyne, Mahrez, Alvarez, Foden, and Erling Haaland. Big Sam is in big trouble because he said something like, no Arteta, no Pep Guardiola, no Jurgen Klopp is better than me. When it comes to knowledge, when it comes to football, nobody come even close to me. I know what he meant because of his experience, but it gave people headlines and people took it out of context and they're going to say, so why can't you just win against them? And Pep Guardiola is like, yeah, you are better than me and I'm going to show you that I have more quality than you. And listen, Big Sam is playing defensive, whatever, boring football because of the teams that he managed. If he got the same budget as Pep Guardiola or Jurgen Klopp, probably he's going to play a better football and win trophies. So sometimes you are as good as the players, as the quality that you got. If you give Pep Guardiola the same quality than Big Sam got right now at Leeds United, I don't think he's going to win the league and beat everybody. So quality also is is playing a big role here when it comes to managers like Big Sam or let's say Sean Dyche. They can play beautiful football. They can win games convincingly. It's just like the teams that they manage, the budget they got, that is the kind of football that will fit those kind of players and try to stay, you know. So you have just to appreciate them, what they do with a limited budget and situations that they have. So, all right, my people, slowly and surely, 30 minutes until all the games start. I don't know, because of the coronation today, so games are gonna start, to give some space to people who are celebrating the new king. Oh, so now the national anthem is gonna change. It's not like God bless the queen anymore, because the queen is gone. It's gonna be God bless the king, right? God bless the king. It's gonna take me time to even realize that Chelsea, that England actually, or UK got a king now, instead of the queen, because we are so used to queen. So I think it's gonna be a very, very long time before we start really realizing that we have the king. Yeah, hold on, bro. I have to try to put you on YouTube. Nobody can hear you now because I have to fix stuff. Uh-oh. Bam, bam, bam, bam. Yes, now you can talk.
Yebo, good evening.
Yes, sir.
I'm busy watching the coronation, the new king.
Good.
Yeah, it's very, very spectacular. It must have cost billions and billions, that ceremony. Wow.
Of taxpayer, people, taxpayers' money.
Yeah, but it happens every 75 years. So it's a beautiful, beautiful show. Those guys, they know how to put up a show. You can't deny it. It's just incredible. So that is the performance there, the army, the whole ceremony, everything is just wow. You think these people, yes, this is culture. This is proper culture. This is class, whatever. I don't know, but that is, yeah. Anyway, unlike Chelsea, at least they performed. They put up a show, and so what's the starting? I've just tuned in, so I have no idea the starting lineup. Is it another therapy starting lineup, or what is it?
Okay, so you hear me now. Let me repeat so you can have your opinion. In goal, Kepa Arrizabalaga, Chalobah.
Okay.
Let me finish that so you can comment after that. Kepa, Chalobah, Thiago Silva, Badiashile, Chilwell, Kante, Enzo, Gallagher, Madueke, Havertz, Mikhailo Modric. On the bench, Mendy, Aspilicueta, Lewis Hall, Mateo Kovacic, happy birthday to him today. And we have Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Christian Pulisic, Raheem Sterling, Hakim Ziyech, and Joao Felix. Let me tell you before you ask me, there is somebody called Wesley Fofana. He got a hamstring injury and he's out of the team today. And Datro Fofana is not even on the bench. I don't know what the reason is. So your brother Kai Havertz is gonna lead the line for us today. Now you can react to the lineup.
I like this lineup very much, to the point where I actually think Chelsea is going to win 2-1. I know I'm always negative, but I actually think they're going to win 2-1. This is a very, very good lineup. There's no question. Maybe Havertz, yeah, but I actually like this lineup. I think it's probably the best you could put. So I'm very, very pleased that he's playing this kind of lineup here. I know most people will say, "But why is Gallagher playing?" But no, I think it's a good lineup. Excellent lineup. So I'm very positive. I'm looking forward to this. We might get the 3 points. We need what, 2 points, 2 points to be certain of playing in the in the
Premier League next season.
Next season. So but they are okay. Even if we don't get that 1 point, I think if you look at the table, it would have to be those Nottinghams and whoever. They have to win all the remaining games, which is not going to happen. So Chelsea are safe on 39, but still, it's just humiliating to end up with 39 points. You need at least to end up at a minimum of 45 or something, 46, so that you don't, to cover the shame. To cover the shame, I think is the word, and it's embarrassing. Chelsea and 39 points, really. What the hell's going on? If it hadn't been for Tuchel, if it hadn't been for your brother Thomas Tuchel getting all those points in the beginning of the season, we would have been fighting relegation as we speak. So we were just lucky. The start was okay, but then the wheels, as they say in English, the wheels came off the bus, and we, yeah. But I feel sorry. I know everybody's hammering on Frank Lampard, but I actually feel sorry for him. I don't. It's sad. It's sad to see him. I saw the last game there where we lost against Arsenal. The look at his face. I don't know if you noticed his face. He was completely and utterly a beaten man. When a man is completely crushed, broken, he's mentally finished. You could see that guy he's finished. He's just almost like given up, and I found that very sad. He doesn't deserve that. I don't know, but then again, he shouldn't have taken the job if he knew that maybe this job is too much for me. And it's but sometimes what they say in English. You made your bed, now you got to lie in it. And you could have just said no, thank you, but no, thank you very much. Hire somebody else, Big Sam, for all I know, whoever, Thiago Silva or John Terry, whatever. You could have hired anybody. But you had Frank once and you fired him and then you rehire him, and it doesn't make any sense. And we are where we are, and the laughing stock. I mean, the internet's even actually stopped laughing at Chelsea because it's not even funny anymore. It used to be funny when Chelsea lose, but now it's like, yeah, they lost again. So what? It's not funny anymore. So when you reach that stage where people now actually feel sorry for you, that is not good. That is Chelsea. We are proud. We're a proud organization, a proud franchise, great history, and here we are with laughing stock. And it's like, this is not right. And I just hope whoever comes in to take over, because now I hear Pochettino, the voices are getting louder and louder for him to return back to Spurs and not to Chelsea. So I don't know. It's not certain that he will come back to Chelsea. So then who? Then, of course, it's going to end up, as I keep telling you, Simeone, you don't want to listen, but...
yeah, I'm going to answer to that after this. Thank you so much for the donation, Mr. Andrew, my brother. Thank you for the coffee, and my donut is already secured here. He said, good afternoon, you both, Dr. Oaks and Professor Republic, People's Republic. I predict a win today, according to my brother Andrew. Fingers crossed, man. Fingers crossed. I don't know when was the last win again. Like, I don't even know how the win will feel. Even if we win now, I will be numbed. Like, what is that? Is anything called win? What is that? Win? Yeah, like, I don't know even how I feel. I don't know if I had to celebrate. I don't know. Like, I would be just like, huh? What is this? Because I'm so used to my losses.
I think you'd just be happy to see a goal. I think we've reached the stage there. We're just happy to see somebody score a goal. Yeah. That's how bad it is.
Like, I celebrated a Noni Madueke goal just like if we won the Champions League. I'm like, yes, we score a goal. We score a goal.
But I was angry he scored. You know that?
Why?
I was angry he scored because all the other games he hasn't played, okay? And what we saw there, okay, we've lost out. Everybody's been saying play him, and he showed in that game that why he should have been playing. But why didn't they play him all the other games? We would have scored goals, would have been more attacking. Only there they gave him a chance, and this made me angry. Is that we know he's got talent, he's got skills. He's one of the few who's actually making the effort. One of the few who wants to win. He doesn't want to, losing team. And then we saw there, but why the hell didn't you play him before? Why have you been choosing other useless players? Sterling, for example. Sterling doesn't want to be there. I mean, he doesn't want to run. He doesn't want to do anything. Why play him instead of Madueke? You saw Madueke. I don't know if you saw how much he was running, that guy. You should check up his stats. That guy was running like fucking crazy. And the only one of the few, Madueke, Kante, who else was running there? I saw... Otherwise, the rest were just, as usual, very average, not really much energy. Madueke and Kante, those two there, they were very impressive. Your friend, I know you've always talked about him, Aubameyang. You know, the guy touched the ball. He touched the ball 4 times. 4 times in that game.
Yeah,
and
he
the
let
2 of
me
them
down.
Two of them were kickoff. The two possessions were kickoff.
Yeah.
And another one, who was that one day? Sterling. You know, he didn't complete a single pass to one of his players in that game. That's how bad it was.
He doesn't look like he wanna be there. But Aubameyang, really, he let me down. I wanted him. I'm not gonna deny. I wanted him to play at any cost. But yeah, it looks like he's saving himself. He's like, why should I put any kind of effort here? I'm leaving. I don't like this club. They didn't play me. I wasn't in the Champions League. Thomas Tuchel left after a few days, and yeah. So yeah, it is what it is. But
you heard the rumors. I think Barcelona want him back.
Yeah, or he wanna go back. So it's gonna be something. It's gonna be something because LAFC, Los Angeles FC, they wanted him in January, but he didn't wanna go there. He thinks that he can still play in a good level in Europe, at least for a couple of seasons before he comes to the MLS. I know he's gonna end up at the MLS because of bling bling fashion kind of guy he is. He looks like he's gonna do good in LA Galaxy or something. That is his lifestyle, but now he thinks that he can still perform in a very good level in Europe. But
so let me ask you something. Since you live in America and you follow the MLS, so like the wages he's on Chelsea, if he goes and play in LA, what will his wages be like? Do you think if you compare those two?
Yeah, it's gonna be less. Like Chelsea were even able to pay like half of the price just to let him go on loan so they can save some money. Because when you save half of the money that you're gonna pay, you still save something. So the wage is gonna be low, but you can get, the way they try to cover that wage, because there is like a wage cap or something, is through commercials, through commercials, values here and there, and you're gonna find yourself with a big bonuses and stuff like that. But on paper, of course, it's gonna be a salary cap, but there are always ways and loopholes that you can use to go around the situation. This is America, bro. We always find loopholes.
But if he's at Chelsea, do you know his wages at Chelsea?
I think it should be around 230 or 250, somewhere there.
But there's no MLS player who gets 230k a week, is there?
Yeah, they are, but like I said, they're gonna use it in another way of getting that money. But on paper, it's not gonna even come close to that. But they know that they got that money, but in other ways of getting, other streams of getting that money.
But the MLS, once they, is becoming very, very big and very major. I follow obviously basketball, American football. And I also see the MLS, and I see the fans, and I see the amount of money coming into MLS and the amount of media attention it now gets, because it's now become a very serious sport. I tell you, once the money becomes to the level, half a level of NBA or American football, you will see these same big stars going to Chelsea or Liverpool, wherever. They will certainly be looking at the MLS saying, the money is just as good there, and the atmosphere is good, the structure is good, and you will see they'll start attracting top players in their prime, not when they're past their prime, and that is with the World Cup coming. When's the World Cup coming to America? It's coming in
2026.
26. That's 2 years. So there's a lot of time for development of the MLS, and if the big sponsors, Coca-Cola or whoever, Tesla, all these start putting money into MLS, you will see all these stars. They won't automatically be going to Real Madrid or Barcelona or wherever.
Yeah, it's changing. MLS, you can say 5 years ago it wasn't the same. In 3 years from now, it's gonna be the same. New generation of fans. New kid love more soccer at the moment, practicing, doing it. You go everywhere now, you see Pulisic number 10 shirt everywhere. So it's about generations. It's coming, it is growing faster than any sport in America. So here, it's gonna get bigger and bigger. So the boys are on the pitch, people warming up, as you can tell on your screen now if you are watching on YouTube. So let's hope that they give us some energy today and see what is going to happen.
But you see, like in America, more and more parents they won't allow their kids to play American football because of the dangers of hitting.
And
exactly. Now they're all playing soccer instead because it's not so
but
dangerous.
Here in America, until a certain age, they don't allow any kid to use their head even in soccer anymore because of research, dimension, and all that. There are so many research that is happening until a certain age. Like let's say to see those kids like 7 years, 8 years, until probably 9 or 10 years, like they're gonna be prevented from heading a certain way because of the brain still developing. Something there that will cause many issues in the future. So that we might not see. Probably in the future they're gonna just completely say we don't no more headers in football, in soccer or something. I don't know what's gonna happen, but there are measures that been put to place because you don't want your kids to have a brain damage at some point for certain things. True. As a parent, you understand that that's the best thing you can do.
And how come? So I like this point, this topic very much. So how come in the European football, soccer, they haven't done like research into the dangers of heading the football and all that? We never hear of any research. We never hear research of why people get all these knee injuries or why they get all these calf muscle injuries or whatever. But American sports, they have serious researchers, serious professors, whatever. They're always constantly trying to make the game safer for players. Obviously professionals, obviously, but also at the grassroots level. And the football is just like stagnant to soccer. Sorry, so it's very stagnant over here. We don't hear changes to whatever. It's just the same old. And I always wondered about that. Why Americans always
maybe there is a lot of money involved, and somebody is gonna have like a counter research, because those research at the beginning, they might look like it's a probability. It's probable. It's not like 100% sure, but over the years you can confirm. Let me give you an example. Like before, there was a correlation between smoking and some disease, and like tobacco companies were just like giving money for their own research, right? So what do you think? You wanted to say something? Yeah, go.
Now, it's an anti-research. So you come with your results and they make another research to make your results look stupid, yeah?
Yeah, look stupid because they have also enough like smart people, intelligent professor geniuses that also did the research for the company to prove like, hey, this is not what the other guy was saying. So you find yourself in some kind of conflict of smart people, geniuses fighting themselves. But overall, at some point you will say that, maybe it's true or maybe we don't know. So it's going to come back. It's going to come down to your own decision. You decide to do whatever you want, but we have research here, a counter research there. Now it's you to make the decision.
Yeah, but what you're saying is so true, because if you look at American football, now, many of these people who retired, they found when they reached the age of 50, 60, many of them had very traumatic head injuries, and they were having psychological issues, whatever. And some of them who died, they like donated their bodies for the research. So they were doing like the autopsy in the brain, and they could see bad damages, from American football is a very hard sport, all these head-to-head contact, head-to-head conclusions, whatever. So based from that, even though the research had shown before, there's only one, but people, the other companies, the ones who, the NFL or whoever it is, they did a counter research and nothing happened. Then once the autopsies start showing up and all these people, all these mental injuries coming, that's when they decided, first of all, they banned all this helmet-to-helmet contact. Plus, they changed the helmet, the design of the helmet. So it's more absorbent and takes more of the shock, so he doesn't hit the brain so hard. There's still contact, but it's not like before. Back in the old days, back in the old days, they used to play with a, like just like a piece of skin with a foam.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know that.
And they used to murder each other. It was brutal. But back in those days, and then those guys, I don't know how they lived so long. Some of them, because it was just. But it's like when I watch. I personally don't like to watch MMA, the boxing, that fighting mixed martial arts, because when I see, sometimes you'll see one guy's on the ground, and then the other guy on top of him is just hitting his head, and just with blow after blow, and the guy can't defend himself. For me, when I look at this, it's too much. It's like this is too violent. I don't mind. I don't mind when they're boxing. I don't mind the wrestling, but when they start just continuously hitting somebody in the head, is like, come on,
it's bleeding and you keep going.
Yes. For me, it's too much. It's like, okay, I prefer wrestling. I like WWE because it's obviously it's not a real sport, but it's a lot of physicality, but they don't injure themselves.
But the danger is real even in WWE, because some of the moves they make, they can't make it perfect. And even you see it, I think Brent, what is his name again? When Goldberg speed him, and then he.
You talk about that guy there. Who's the guy there? Steve Austin. Remember Steve Austin? And when somebody gave that pile driver, he broke his neck.
Yeah.
And he had to retire from wrestling because he. Yeah. And then you could even look at this guy here from the black guy, the big strong guy from that. There's a group, 3 of them. What the hell is this? I really like him. I've just been watching him.
There are so many of them. You Mark Henry. There are so many of them that get like damage for life, and some of them just forcing. Some of them got like a piece of metal in their bodies somewhere to fix
Big E. Big E from the New Day. Big E.
Yeah.
Him. You saw that. You've seen how strong he is. Very muscular, very powerful. Him. 2 years ago, somebody speared him outside on the apron there. He was paralyzed. He was big, strong, muscular. He's so strong, that guy. And he was paralyzed. He had that thing on his neck for I don't know how long. But now he's out of hospital and he's now be able to walk. But he will never wrestle again. But that is, even no matter how muscular, how powerful you are, that's one bad mistake, you're finished. And so it's dangerous. But football, at least soccer, there's. The normal injuries are the same. The knee injuries, you got the bad, like ankle injuries, whatever. But medical science, as you know, they can, if you have let's say in your knee or what you call that, minuscule, so they can actually put artificial things there, and that knee is actually stronger than your original knee. And then, of course, what happens with the other knee, the other side, there's something called the knee or the leg or something happens there. This is the problem. But the medical science in football, it's incredible. It's come so far ahead. So it's at least something positive there. But I can't imagine if you're going to go to America, because the best doctors they'll do operations on America. So I can't imagine if you have to go to an American doctor to get an operation done. The cost, it must be something horrible.
Yeah.
Because I've seen some of your medical prices for just a simple operation. It's like, what? $15,000? Come on.
Yeah. I don't want to even talk about it. If you don't have insurance, it's even worse, bro. The premium keep on going up and up. So people, we have how many minutes? 7 minutes to go. Get ready for your coffee and your donut and your popcorn, because we are about to play the best football ever. Today we are going to have a good game. I am sure that I don't see many people complaining about the lineup today. I know people are gonna complain if we lose. If we lose today, it's gonna be why Kepa, why Havertz, why. But now everybody is saying, yeah, good, this is the best he could have done. But after fact, everybody become a genius. Sometimes you put your best 11 there and they can't even win. That is not your problem. And this is the problem that I've been saying for Lampard. If you do the right thing, you put the people that deserve to be there. And then the rest is still your problem for tactics and whatever. But I don't think, people like me who always think outside the box, I will give you credit. I will give you credit and say, you did what you could. But if you don't do the right thing and you expect us to give you credit, it's not going to happen. Aziz, what do you have to say?
Oh, shit. We're looking for 1 point. Let's pray we get. Let's pray we get our 1 point.
What is the change you are going to make based on the players that we have? Wesley Fofana is injured. Aubameyang, we know that he's not there. His mind is not there. Fofana is not there. So if you as you coach Mr.
Prophet Aziz.
Mr. Aziz, Prophet Aziz, what the change you were going to make in this starting 11?
I mean, to be honest, wait, what's the lineup first? Let me look at the lineup.
Okay, Kepa Abragadabra, okay?
It needs to be changed.
Chalobah, Thiago Silva, Badiashile, Chilwell, Kante, Enzo, Gallagher, Madueke, Havertz, Modric. What is the change that you were going to make? And what is going to make you so mad at the end of the game if we lose here?
To be honest, I'll go with the 3-4-3, but I'll bring Loftus-Cheek to play as a wing back.
Okay, that makes sense.
Madueke. You see, you remember when we did the lineup against Arsenal? I told you that let's play 3-4-3, whereby Loftus-Cheek plays as a wing back. Loftus-Cheek plays as a wing back. Madueke will be helping him out. Yeah. You see where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
When we are attacking, Loftus-Cheek is going to come to the middle. So he's going to give more strength in the middle, because you see Arsenal beat us through the middle. Like, I can read what Chelsea are lacking.
Yeah.
One, we are lacking physicality.
Oh, yes.
We play too horizontal.
So you want verticality on the pitch. Let's go for vertical balls.
We play too horizontal, because that's why we can't score goals. If you notice, we are always in an horizontal shape, and that's why we always try to pull those crosses from what's this guy, Ben Chilwell and Rich James, because of our shape. That's why I said we should have gone to a 3-4-3, whereby Loftus-Cheek comes. He has the height, he has the power, even though he's limited in some stuff. But we can still level with them in the middle when we attack him, because you have a Loftus-Cheek. Kante is going to be free. Enzo is going to be free. And Kovacic will be free.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
Yes, I got your point. We have to the game is about to start in 3 minutes. Mr. Gordon, what the change you were going to make in this team here, the starting 11? Are you okay with the starting 11?
So far, the starting 11, it looks okay. I agree with Aziz that I would replace Chalobah with Loftus-Cheek, then go with the 3-4-3. But I already know 3-4-3 is not Lampard's thing. It's a 4-3-3 is his thing. And then he might do a crazy thing like a 3-5-1 or 3-5-2 or whatever. But I think, to me, the most important thing as a Chelsea player, whatever lineup is there, you guys should show up.
Show some energy.
Exactly.
So
these guys are earning at least the least paid person is earning at least 20k a week. So you guys hire, if you don't have enough time to train, if there's too many people, hire a personal physiotherapist. You're having mental health
call
issues.
Me and Aziz. We're gonna play there. We're gonna be on that pitch and we're gonna show them energy. Give us even 10k only. That's what we are asking. Me and Aziz, we come in that field, in that pitch, bro. You're gonna see us die on that pitch because the money is good.
And that's true. That's true. You're having mental health issues. There are so many options now. You hire a counselor. You have counselors that are, you can have them online. I mean, do something. See what Cristiano Ronaldo is doing. He has his own personal stuff to help him grow personally. So these guys can do that. That's
the
no.
way
So
it
no
is.
matter the lineup, show up and play.
Show up and play. So, brothers, I'm going very quickly because I have people that I have to watch with the Blue Army. We have to watch the game again. So we will be back here at halftime to analyze the first half and then the end of the game for the therapy as per usual. Mr. Henry, what is your score prediction in the first half?
Oh my! First half 0-0. Second half 1-1 because I won my 40 points, man. I won the 40. That's all.
Okay, come back at halftime, my brother Gordon. Aziz, score prediction for the first half.
I don't want to put any score prediction no more.
Okay, you don't want that. Okay.
Because every time I say Chelsea win, every time I say Chelsea win, we're always messing up. So I don't even want.
All right, man. All right, brother, come back at halftime. Watch the game quietly. Take your note and tell us what was wrong the first half or what was right. Mr. People's Republic, do you have any score prediction for the first half?
As you know, I'm never wrong my score predictions. And so today, definitely, it's I don't know about the first half, but I know it's going to be a 2-1 to Chelsea.
2-1 for Chelsea at the end, but we don't know if the first half or the second half. Thank you so much. Come back at halftime. I have to watch this game closely and see how good or bad we're going to be. So, people, I'm going to let you with all the commentary, and I'll be back at halftime. Where is the... Okay, the game is about to start, my people. Manchester City against Leeds already started. Chelsea against whatever. Still greetings and all that. Big up, DJ. Big up to you. Thank you for stopping by. The game is about to start, people. All the good stuff on my screen here going on now. Let me refresh my stream. Come on, you Blues. Don't let me down. Let's do it. Let's get 3 points today, or 1 point. 1 point only. 1 point only. Let's do it. I'll be back very soon, people. I'll be back. Okay, the kickoff been delayed. I don't know why. Yeah, it started, people. 7 seconds in my location. Let's go, Chelsea. Let's go. And I'll be back here, and it's already started. 20 seconds in my location.
Starting for the 11th time in the last 12 Premier League games. Tossed up to Havertz on halfway, and then Chalobah's going to work one into the channel for Madueke to run after, and Neto sprinted out of his penalty area and shoveled the ball into the stands.
Matt, first thing there, ball in behind. We spoke about that before. So Madueke's on his bike. Chalobah's a really good ball. The keeper's read it. Well played, the keeper. But I have to say, good to see that Madueke's looking to get in behind, stretch their back line. Is something not just this season. I don't think we do enough generally as a team. We can do that more. And we mentioned about the pace of Mudryk, the pace of Madueke. We saw what he did against Arsenal. Try and get in behind, stretch their back four.
Pulls out again for a throw. We've had a minute and 40 seconds. Smith tosses it down the line looking for Solanke. Badiashile got his head to it, picked up by Gallagher on halfway left-hand side. Strong challenge on him from Smith. Billings got it now for Bournemouth, and he's tripped by Gallagher, and that'll be a free kick about nearly halfway inside Chelsea's half of the field.
Lovely feet from Billing. He's a good player, Billing. I saw him when he was at Huddersfield.
Best nickname in the Premier League, I'd say, at the moment. Old Paperless.
Yeah, he's got a bit about him, actually. He's got a lovely left foot, got an eye for goal. I think, there's... I'm surprised one or two other bigger clubs perhaps haven't come in for him over the years, but he's given away a free kick. First piece of real defending for Chelsea to do. Set piece, it's very deep. It's going to be a ball into the box. It's not in a wide area, so everyone can see the ball coming onto them.
Rothwell touches it off for Christie, or they've worked it short. They've gone backward to Smith. Eventually Smith does send it into the penalty area, and it's headed behind by Madueke for the first corner of the game.
It's better to say then that I felt like they mucked that up a little bit. They had a chance to put it in. The foot on the ball to roll it back didn't quite happen. They've gone backwards, but actually what that does, it just changes the angle slightly. And the first corner of the game, as you said there, all of the Bournemouth players are on the edge of the 6-yard box. There's no one making big runs in, except from that deep area on the edge of the box.
Rothwell who puts it in, punched away by Kepa inside the 6-yard box, out as far as Christie, and they have to go all the way back to nearly halfway, and Smith, who hooks it out first time, back to Rothwell, level with the edge of the penalty area, back in field from him to Kelly. Bournemouth holding on to possession here. Now Billing, first time flick from him, lovely into the penalty area, chance here for Bournemouth, but the shot slash cross from Vigna, who was forward from left back, goes straight through to Kepa.
Yeah, sharp, really nice 1- and 2-touch football down that left-hand side. A little backheel from Billing. It's a lovely ball. In the end, is it Thiago Silva? He can't, it might be Enzo actually, can't get too tight. If he does, he's going to bring him down. Kepa reads it, but a nice sharp start there for Bournemouth. I think Gary O'Neill will be really happy with that passage of play.
Here's Chalobah right-hand side for Chelsea, playing it over halfway to Madueke. He moves it in field for Kante. Kante down the line for Madueke. Can use his pace here, up against Kelly right-hand side. Edge of the penalty area now, heading for the dead ball line. Stands over a good-looking cross, just too close to Neto, who can grab it, 0-0.
Twice in the first 4 minutes, playing that ball in behind. This time, it was N'Golo Kante that plays the ball, and they're running in behind. It's good to see. Oh, dear.
Here's Christie, though, edge of the box, moves it across for Billing. Billing slowed down by Kante, laid it off for the shot, which goes just wide from Jefferson Lerma. Kepa will tell you to save that had it been on target, but it was a decent strike from Lerma.
I think he has got that covered, Matt. The way that he's gone down, he's allowed the ball to go wide of his post, but just the slip from N'Golo. Then he's gone round Thiago Silva. He's on the edge of the box there, but he just lays it back to Lerma, who hits it first time. He's got a sight of goal. I think Kepa's got that covered, but a little bit more pace than on target. Might have been struggling, and that's that greasy surface you and I spoke about earlier.
It's been a good start to the match. We wondered if it might have a bit of an end-of-season feel, but it's been that in the best possible way in terms of being nice and open early on as Ouattara plays one forward. Picked up by Mudryk. Somebody's got a problem here for Chelsea. It's Badiashile.
Enzo's giving the ball away in a dangerous area, a bit sloppy from him, and Billing's over him, and Badiashile looks like he's in some real discomfort here. I didn't quite see. We'll have a replay here. Yeah, it's completely accidental, but Badiashile looks like he may have had a dead leg. That's what it looks like on first impression. And I tell you what, we've all had a dead leg, although he's holding his groin as well. I wonder whether that collision, and that's what it was, is unintentional, might force Frank into a decision he doesn't really want to make at this stage.
Yeah, because it's not a natural centre-half on the bench. Azpilicueta's the closest thing to that. Koulibaly, Cucurella and Fofana are all unavailable. Just having another look at how it happened again. It's a twist as well.
It's difficult to see, isn't it?
That's the way he goes down, but yeah, immediately felt the back of his leg first of all, but then he's rubbing his groin. So we'll have to see if he's okay. He's made his way off the pitch of his own accord. I think he's going to try and give it a go. Be desperate to stay on, of course, having found football hard to come by in recent games.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he is back on for now, and he looks to be moving okay. Badiashile, play back underway. 6.5 minutes gone. Bournemouth 0, Chelsea 0. Blues just 2 goals in their last 8 games in all competitions. Hoping to put that right today. Badiashile plays it forward to Mudryk. Mudryk back to goal deep inside his own half. Fernandes then flicks it back to Thiago Silva in the Chelsea penalty area. Here comes Chalobah, right-hand side. Down the line from him to Madueke. Madueke looking to link up with Kante. Kante turns in field, gives it to Fernandez, swishes a first-time pass, looking for Mudryk, too close to Smith. Oh, and then a miscommunication in the Bournemouth defence, and the ball breaks to Madueke, who has a shot on target, which Neto grabs on the edge of his 6-yard box. He'd come out, and he and Senesi left it to one another, and Chelsea almost profited.
Well, it's a ball over the top from Enzo. I think he's looking for Mudryk. And again, good to see that we're trying to stretch their back line. A big mix-up there between Senesi and the keeper. Madueke cuts back onto his right foot. I feel a chip was on. He's gone for power. In the end, Neto has managed to get himself back on the edge of his 6-yard line and just gather it. But 3 times now in the opening 7.5 minutes, we've looked to get that ball. Another ball, this time to Madueke on the right side. We're looking to get the ball. I'm pleased about what I'm seeing with the wide men.
Here's Gallagher touching it off. Oh, looking for Havertz inside the penalty area. Just couldn't collect the pass. This is much better from Chelsea, though, as a start to the game than we've seen of late. 0-0 though. Here comes Dango Ouattara, excellent January addition, looking for Solanke. Put too much on his pass and Kepa's able to get it.
But do you know what, Matt? They're looking for the wide men. They're looking for Mudryk. They're looking for Madueke. And again, it looks like Madueke's going to get the ball on the right hand side there if he gets his head up. He does.
Here he is, Madueke, just inside the penalty area, twisting and turning. Oh, but Vigna wasn't falling for the trick.
He managed to redeem himself there, Mo. He's chopped it back and just momentarily managed to get the ball out of his
hand. Gallagher, 1-0 Chelsea. N'Golo Kante's cross, and there was Conor Gallagher to head it beyond Neto and give Chelsea the lead. Unlikely combination, that Kante with the cross and Gallagher there to nod in for his 3rd Blues goal and make it Bournemouth 0, Chelsea 1.
Well, it's all about the wide men for me. In particular, Madueke is brilliant against our best player. He loses the ball. Vigna does well, but he manages to just manage to get back something on it. It's a cross from N'Golo Kante, puts it into an area. That deep-lying run, it's a Frank Lampard goal. You know, that deep-lying midfielder that comes in, that number 8 role. It's a lovely ball in. I tell you what, Gary O'Neill will be disappointed that the Gallagher's ghosted in between 2 or 3 of the Bournemouth defenders, gets enough on it to make sure that it goes the right-hand side of Neto. He can't react. 1-0 Chelsea.
We are staying up, comes the cry from the away end. Conor Gallagher. Chelsea haven't got many goals of late, but he's got a couple of them. Starting a Premier League game for the 4th time in the last 5 matches, and with 9 minutes on the clock, he makes it Bournemouth 0, Chelsea 1.
Yeah, I'm going to mention Madueke again. It's a feature. It's definitely something they've worked on. Can we get these boys involved? Can we get the ball over the top? Can you make those runs? And we've not seen as much of Mudryk, even though that ball from Enzo that nearly ended up in a chance for Havertz on the edge of the box. It's been a bright start, Matt. Even though Bournemouth started well, I've been impressed with the way that we've tried to attack. But that's the word, attack Bournemouth.
Here's Chalobah, right-hand side. Out to Madueke. Chelsea looking to use Madueke as much as possible, but on the other side, haven't seen much of Mykhailo Mudryk yet.
Again, you can see they're looking. Mudryk's had to come inside to get the ball. That's fine.
He's going on a run here, away from Lerma. Billing didn't want to make the challenge, looking for the give and go with Havertz. Couldn't scoop it over the head of the defender. Might break for Gallagher edge of the box. Instead, it's Fernandez who has a go. Couldn't keep it down. And into the crowd it goes.
Yeah, Bournemouth very well coached there defensively. Come very narrow, got the midfielders in, the back 4 are nice and tight, snuffing out any real danger, and they do that well. In the end, the ball found its way to Enzo, maybe about 30 yards out, maybe 25. It was a shot that he would have felt that he perhaps could hit the target. He's got too much on it, but Chelsea 1-0 up.
Bulls are 1-0 up against Villa as well. Toti Gomez has put them in front in that local rivalry, if not a West Midlands derby. They'll tell you off if you call it that. Well, we're getting a shot of the Chelsea supporters in the rain.
Smiles there, man. Even though it's raining, there's some smiles in the Chelsea end.
Here's Senesi for Bournemouth. Plays it over the top, looking for Billing's run. Right-hand side, Billing trying to keep it in play. And then Gallagher there to knock it out for a throw before it could reach Ouattara.
Yeah, that energy that you spoke about before the game with Conor. He's all action, the boy. He's got some engine on him.
Senesi forward a lot from central defence. Solanke then moving it wide to Adam Smith. Smith looking to send a cross in, just too high for Lerma. He picked up far side by Viña, on loan from Roma, the Uruguayan. Down the line for Christie, nice give and go. Can Viña keep it in play? Manages to stab up across into the penalty area. Mudryk couldn't get it away. Here's Billing trying to get on the turn edge of the box, couldn't do that. Lerma's got it.
Good defensive shape there from Chelsea. The back four nice and tight. The midfield dropping in, Mudryk dropping in, Madueke dropping in as well. Defensively, that's good from us. It was a dangerous situation on the left, Matt, but we got bodies back, ensuring there was not going to be a strike or a clean strike or an opportunity to get a strike. Good game, Matt. Really good game.
Yeah, both sides going for it, as you would hope they would, given their respective positions. Here's Fernandez out to Chalobah, right-hand side. Chalobah is playing right back in a back four again today. Kelly, meanwhile, moves it forward to Christie. Here's Kelly again, left-hand side.
Just seeing defensively, Mudryk is dropping back in to make that extra man in the middle of the park.
Oh, ball boy's just gone for one on the greasy surface. Ball's back in play though. Here's Gallagher, just inside his own half, coming left-hand side to Ben Chilwell. He goes to Fernandez. Fernandez clipping the ball over the halfway line out to the right wing of Madueke. He's got plenty of space here momentarily. Madueke then slips it down the line for Havertz.
See Enzo's first thoughts there, Matt. So he's looked, gone straight to the right. Looked up, can I go right to Madueke? And he found him.
He's got it back again now, Fernandez, inside the centre circle. Square ball from him to Chalobah. Kante then goes out to Madueke again.
I think Chelsea feel Madueke's got the measure of England. I think that's what we're looking at the moment. That's going to be the area that Chelsea feel that we can really dominate. Again, Enzo looking up. He's gone central this time.
Havertz out to Gallagher. Space left-hand side for Mudryk here. Mudryk into the penalty area. Oh dear, that was going to get a yellow card for diving there, and that is utterly deserved, I'm afraid to say. You can see exactly what he's trying to do there, and the referee is not going to fall for that.
No, absolutely right. There is no need. He's knocked the ball out of his feet. He's so quick that it maybe felt that he could have got on the end of it. When he realised he can't. No complaints, and he can't have any either. Smith there just doesn't even. I was going to say easier. Doesn't even ease him out. Hardly any contact at all. Needs to be careful now, Mudryk.
Badiashiel's header. Here's Kante. Badiashiel again clearly over that problem that he got in the collision with Billing. Kante up to Havertz. Mudryk trying to get onto the loose ball, but instead Ouattara's got it for Bournemouth. No foul on him from Gallagher, and Gallagher can charge down the left wing here. Mudryk inside of him. Havertz in the middle. Down the line looking for Mudryk, but Senesi's able to hold him off.
Brilliant again from Conor Gallagher. Just a pass. Experienced Smith there. Just eases out Mudryk. Maybe the run from Mudryk has taken Smith deep, and Conor's tried to find him. It's not the worst idea, but just maybe that space would have opened up in front of him. Ball given away by Billing. Good spell this for Chelsea.
Yeah, Bournemouth don't look at it really in a lot of aspects of the game.
First 3 minutes. There's that ball again for Madueke. They're looking for him every time.
Havertz right-hand side. Madueke's there with him. Level with the edge of the penalty area. Goes back a few yards to Chalobah. Chalobah turns inside to get away from Solanke, and then had assumed that Havertz was going to make a run for him, but he didn't, and the ball goes out of play.
Okay, so we're nearly 16 minutes into this game. Quite pleased with what I'm seeing. There's a bit of concern look there on Gary O'Neill's face. They started brightly, but Chelsea have been good. There's been a real emphasis on going forward. You know, we're first in instincts. Can we move the ball forward?
Touch from Ouattara. Here's Lerma in midfield, out wide right to Billing. Now Smith. They could just do with a bit of possession here, Bournemouth, just to try and get themselves back into the game. Senesi going across to Kelly, now left-hand side with Viña, Uruguayan international, bombing down the left wing, playing it into the channel. But in the end, Madueke back there did just enough to put off his man, and the ball goes harmlessly behind.
Well done him. That's a part of the game that wide men don't really want to do. You know, it's a part of the game that they're not used to, but in the modern game, you've got to. Conor Gallagher playing that number 10 role at the moment, Matt, has had a real impression on this game. Whether it be with the ball or without it, he's been very impressive. Of course, he's got the goal as well.
And Kante's put it out to play rather sloppily. Give Bournemouth a throw level with the edge of the Chelsea box. Ouattara got it back from Billing, and then Kante got in the way again. Out for another throw, which Adam Smith will take to Billing. 17.5 minutes gone. Chelsea leading thanks to Gallagher's goal. Billing again on halfway. Now Senesi. Senesi launching one long into the penalty area for Solanke, trying to bring it down. Final touch there came off Thiago Silva, Bournemouth corner.
Lovely run for Solanke, brilliant ball, wonderful first touch. Thiago Silva's gone with him, and it's one of those balls, it's over his shoulder, and his first touch on his laces, on the front of the foot, brings it under his spell brilliantly. Just slightly overruns his body, and in the end, Thiago Silva just toes it out between his legs for their second corner of the game.
This one's from the near side. Ryan Christie puts one finger in the air to tell his teammates where he's intending to put the ball. Talked about marking before the game. Chelsea have defended that well. Thiago Silva's header, though, goes back to his own goal, and Kepa rather fortuitously gets a free kick after Solanke did not very much wrong by the look of it.
Yeah, Thiago Silva wins the header, doesn't get a clean header, it comes off the top of his head. I think this might be a foul, actually, Matt. I'm just going to watch Solanke here. He makes his way to just... Look, in the modern game, that's a foul. He gets his body up alongside him, looks at the goalkeeper, has a look, puts his body in front of him. Kepa would be glad of that. He didn't deal with it particularly well, but it was definitely a foul.
Badiashile for Chelsea. Here's Chilwell, left-hand side, bombing down the wing, going over halfway. Got Mudryk outside of him, flicks it into the path of Mudryk. Not a great ball. That allowed Smith to come in and make a challenge. That'll be a goal kick if it goes behind. Will it? No, it's a corner, apparently.
I thought it was a goal kick as well, but Smith's done very well, actually, Matt, dealing with Mudryk. The pass itself from Ben is a lovely idea, but he reads it really well, Smith. Wins the ball hard. I think it probably was a corner, actually, on second viewing.
Well, nobody's conceded more goals, as we mentioned pre-match, from set pieces than Bournemouth in the Premier League this season. Let's see what Mudryk can conjure from this Chelsea's first corner of the game. He's gone deep with it, straight onto the head of a Bournemouth player who heads it clear as far as Kante. Now Fernandez, right-hand side, plays it into the channel. Chalobah will be able to keep this in, and his cross was too close to Neto.
Again, nice, good progressive play from Chelsea. Look at move the ball forward.
Ooh, that's going to be a yellow card for N'Golo Kante, who just clipped Ryan Christie inside Bournemouth's half of the field. But Christie looked as though he's going to get away from him, so Kante joins Mudryk in the book.
Yeah, he gets sucked in there, N'Golo, and normally he's very good in those situations, but I think a little bit of the greasy surface, Christie's quick feet just eluded the challenge in the end. N'Golo decided to take a booking for the team.
Christie forward to Solanke, still 1-0 to Chelsea, 20 minutes gone, but here come Bournemouth looking for an equaliser. Oh, and they've got one. Bent into the far corner of the net from absolutely nothing, really, from Matheus Viña, who gets his second of the season. Not much that Kepa could have done about that. Nice goal from Viña, 1-1.
So, from a defending point of view, once that free kick has been given away by N'Golo, get yourself set, get yourself goal side, get us positionals. We looked all over the place. There were spaces everywhere. Lovely play, lovely goal from their point of view. But it's one pass, and in the end, Enzo gets played around. It's a lovely goal. Thiago Silva comes out. I mean, his body's all round there. It's a lovely goal from their point of view. Really well worked. Third man running. 2 or 3 really intricate passes. It's a lovely finish. But once that free kick is given away, it's hard to see how we've allowed this to happen. Great, lovely finish.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting now to see the response, isn't it? Because Chelsea have been the better team in this game, but now they've faced some adversity. So let's see who fancies it from this point.
And that, you know, we said the opening 3 or 4 minutes, Bournemouth were good, and that was a lovely goal as far as the team's concerned. But he got carved open there. Players get dragged out of positions. And that's not been a feature of our season, actually, despite as bad as it's been, we've normally been pretty good in those areas. Anyway, Madueke on the right-hand side.
Playing it down the line for Kante. Chance for an immediate equaliser maybe here. Kante into the penalty area, looking for someone to cross to. Gives it back to Chalobah. He swings it over far side, looking for Mudryk. Jumped too high, missed the flight of it. Elsewhere, Ilkay Gundogan has put Manchester City 1-0 up against Leeds. Sam Allardyce's first game in charge. First of the 4 that he's been installed for. Here it's 1-1. Midway point of the first half. Frank Lampard off his seat in the dugout, arms folded, watching the action unfold in front of him. And Smith takes a throw into Solanke. And now Lerma is going to let the ball go out of play for a Bournemouth throw.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see how we do react, Matt, to this, because we've been good. We've been the better side. It's 1-1. What happens next 3, 4, 5, 10 minutes? Yeah, how do we react? Madueke's been involved in the game as much as anyone on the pitch at the moment.
Here's Kante right-hand side, nutmeg on Christie. Now Havertz pointed the penalty area, gives it to Fernandes. Bournemouth got everybody back behind the ball here. Chelsea trying to find a way through them with Chilwell. Goes square to Fernandes. From him to Madueke again, right-hand side. Madueke up against Vigna and Christie. Went back to Chalobah. Now Fernandes again.
I'd like to see us try and get Mudryk a bit more involved in the game, how we're doing with Madueke. Mudryk keeps coming inside. Madueke is staying high and wide. He's giving a little bit more of an angle. Mudryk keeps coming inside. What that does, that narrows the pitch. You want to make the pitch big when you're in possession. Stay wide. Again, looking for Badiashile, this time looking for Madueke. That's 100% a feature of this game, Matt. That's what we're looking to do.
Chalobah out to Madueke once more. Chalk on his boots over on that far side, up against Vigna. Comes back in field to Chalobah. Now Fernandes. Cross one more to Badiashile.
See, he could have played that ball out to the left again, but we keep looking for the right. We keep going out on that right-hand side.
Chalobah out to Madueke again, up against Vigna once more. Madueke played it into the penalty area, but only found Christie, who will look to bring it clear for Bournemouth, though he's been boxed in by Kante. And eventually it goes out of play for a Bournemouth throw.
I wouldn't say we're becoming a bit predictable, but Mudryk is coming inside. Madueke staying high and wide. I'd like to see us mix it up a little bit. If we're worried about being stretched and giving away possession, so therefore if we do give away possession, we've got Mudryk one side and Madueke the other. That midfield 5 that we've seen them join, Conor Gallagher drops in, Enzo, and then alongside Kante. Maybe swap it around. Maybe Mudryk stays high and wide, and Madueke's the one that comes in as that little bit more defensively if we do give the ball away.
Here's Badiashile. 25 minutes gone. It is 1-1 here. Elsewhere in the Premier League, Manchester City 1 up on Leeds, and Wolves leading Villa by the same score. It's still goalless between Spurs and Crystal Palace. Here is Marcos Senesi. Forward to Ouattara. Now Lerma in midfield, flicking the ball over the head of Badiashile, but it's going to roll out of play harmlessly for a Chelsea throw.
Yeah, the game has just, in momentum of both sides, just dipped a little bit. Chelsea's having slightly more, in fact, quite a bit more of the ball.
Mudryk is on it at the moment, and he is fouled by a combination of Ouattara and Smith.
See that ball there, man? Mudryk's come to feet, which is fine, but why is he not making that? Why can't we go over the top? We were doing it earlier in the game, and as a defender, you want players going towards the ball and receiving it, because then it's hard for them to wriggle away from those situations.
Here's Chalobah. Both managers right on the edge of their technical areas, both in tracksuits. Fernandes goes all the way back to Thiago Silva. Chalobah right-hand side, forward from him to Kante on halfway. Kante has really not been at it so far. I say that because it's so rare, but that's probably the 4th or 5th time he's just kicked the ball straight out of play today.
Yeah, so Madueke's made the run in behind. So where he was originally is where N'Golo played the ball, but once N'Golo receives the ball, Madueke's on his bike, and he's looking to check the ball over the top. And as he does that, it coincides with N'Golo giving the ball, or passing to where it was. Here it is again. Madueke's been a big feature of this first half for us.
He's tackled there by Lerma, firmly and fairly. It's come out to Gallagher, right-hand side. Again, Bournemouth with plenty of bodies back behind the ball. Gallagher going back to Chalobah.
So, because we keep going down the right, we've hardly mentioned Ben Chilwell. Ben is a brilliant attacking left-back. Again, Enzo looking for that right-hand side. I think we're a bit predictable at the moment now, and I think Bournemouth, if you're wide to this, it's a lovely ball to Madueke though. Bit of space.
Badiashile. Madueke struggled to get it under control. He has now though. Played it down the line for Chalobah, but Vinya was there to put it away for a Chelsea throw near the corner flag on the far side, the right. Here's Havertz. Chilwell there, just kind of putting his arms out, saying, "Give me the ball, please, somebody."
Yeah. More often than not, because Ben's had to come back inside again, because there's no width from the left-hand side for Mudryk when he's come inside.
Here's Kepa, who moves it out to Chalobah. And Gallagher comes into his own half to get a touch of the ball. He, the Chelsea goal scorer. 1-1 it is as we approach half an hour gone. Badiashile on the ball for Chelsea. Moves it left-hand side for Mudryk. Mudryk cutting infield to get away from Ouattara. Again, space right-hand side, played it infield instead. Might break for Mudryk here, edge of the penalty area, trying to make his way into the box, was tackled by Smith. And eventually Bournemouth get it clear. And now they come forward with Billing on halfway, only Solanke ahead of him. And he's got 4 Chelsea players surrounding him. Kante had a little nibble and then pulled out, realising that he's on a yellow card already. Billing tosses it up toward Ouattara, who won the header against Chilwell. Solanke then gets the ball before Fernandes, but is then tackled by Chalobah, and Solanke's gone down in pain there. Play's going on though, he's holding his shin.
Get up.
He's going to have to heed Jason's advice because the referee's not giving him a free kick. Now Chalobah plays it out right-hand side to Madueke. 1-1 here. Chelsea without a win in 9 coming into this game. Only won 1 of the last 11 away from home in the Premier League. Probably some who would take a point from this one just to stop the rot though. Here's Chalobah. He'll go out to Madueke. 1-on-1 with Vinya. Kante down the line. Kante looking to cut it back. Rothwell did enough to get a block on the ball. It's back with Kante again. Now here's Chalobah. Thiago Silva. Chalobah again. Now Madueke. All very tight, congested over on that far side, the right, where Chalobah has it. Goes back to Thiago Silva. Now Badiashile. Again, Mudryk having to come in field to get the ball. I get that it's probably, you know, a tactic the team want to stick to because that's what the coach has told them to do, but you want the players on the pitch to take a bit of responsibility as well, don't you? And just say, well, let's try getting Madueke and Chilwell involved. Or Mudryk, I should say. Here's Madueke on the ball, and he's into the penalty area. Can he find someone to cut it back to? He went for goal himself and hit the side of the net rather than the back of it.
Yeah, well, that's been the tactic all game, is feed Madueke, feed Madueke. You're right, Matt. There has to be a point where, and it's deliberate. I can't believe for 1 second that Mudryk is coming inside because he wants to. Unless they feel that Mudryk's pace. There was a number of occasions when he came off the bench against Liverpool where he ran down the middle, in fact caused a lot of problems. But I'd like to see him, I'd like to see what Madueke is up against with Vinya. I'd like to see Mudryk and Smith have a similar battle. And we've not seen that yet at all. It's becoming a bit predictable, and I'd like to see us use the full width, use what we're doing with both of them. One side, stretch them that side, stretch them the other.
Yeah, worth pointing out that Adam Smith is 32 and Mykhailo Mudryk has clocked the 2nd quickest time in the Premier League this season, so you'd fancy him to win a foot race. Here is Enzo Fernandez for Chelsea. Manchester City have got a 2nd goal against Leeds. İlkay Gündoğan has got his 2nd of the match. Now here's Thiago Silva for Chelsea. It's 1-1 here, just past the half hour now. Madueke on the ball. Must have had more touches than anybody else so far.
It's been good, but you know that. And again, I want to see Ben and Mudryk link up. We've seen Chalobah. Again, Ben's coming inside. Just saw there, Ben's. There's very little width. on this left-hand side, and what that does, you become lopsided. Therefore, you can only go out one side, and I don't think Smith can believe his luck at the moment. He must be looking at Vigna thinking, well, how many times has Madueke run at you? I've not had that.
Here's Havertz on halfway, trying to hold it up, but Senesi won the ball from him. Now Joe Rothwell has it for Bournemouth inside the centre circle. Free transfer from Blackburn after he ran down his contract, Rothwell. Here's Lerma. Lerma looking for the give and go with Billing. Billing goes out wide to Ouattara. Ouattara from the left, swinging the ball into the penalty area. Good delivery as well. Christie got his head to it, but couldn't steer it on target behind for a goal kick.
Not the worst ball. Keeper Moore would have enjoyed that one at that far stick. Christie comes off that left-hand side and gets a header. Ouattara's cross is decent. He gets underneath. Sorry, he gets on top of Chalobah, and Chalobah, because the ball is overhit and he's got the run, Chalobah can't jump really. It's a standing jump.
Here's Solanke with his back to goal, drifting back toward the halfway line here and showing too much of it to Kante, who easily dispossesses him. Now Gallagher, maybe a chance for Mudryk to get involved now. He's got the ball, left-hand side, chance to have a run at Smith here. Coming in field, offloads it to Chilwell. Chilwell's cross blocked by Smith. But there is an example of exactly what you've been calling for.
Yeah, and do you know what? Ben's better than that. Havertz is in the box. Lovely play. Havertz has got the run in there. The ball's good enough. There's a chance here for ball from attack.
Vigna, edge of the box, passes it back to Kepa.
The good thing about that is that the Ben Chilwell overlapped Mudryk. That's the first time I've seen it in the game. What I would like to see is Ben feed the ball to him when he's wide and make that run. It's the first time really we've seen Ben get in that position. But better down the left.
Here's Badiashile. 11 minutes of the first half to go. 1-1 the score between the teams. Chelsea won the reverse fixture 2-0 back in December.
That was the first game back after the World Cup, I seem to remember.
Yeah, it was. We hope that was the start of the season.
Yes, it was a very disappointing campaign going in to the World Cup, wasn't it? A couple of defeats, I see. Arsenal was one of those. Mudryk again coming inside, narrowing the pitch.
Fernandes moves it out for Chalobah. Chalobah then goes over halfway to Madueke. Madueke down the line for Fernandes, who's in a wide position. Good tackle from Billing, played it off Fernandes now for a Bournemouth throw.
Yeah, nice run that from Enzo, but good defensive play from Billing. He stuck to his task there. It's a run that you don't really want to have to make. Playing that attacking number 10 or that attacking midfielder role that Billing does, but he does well, slides in, and the ball ricochets off the shins of Enzo. The assistant's absolutely right, it is a Bournemouth. You know what I mean?
Here's Mudryk. Mudryk to the edge of the penalty area, looking to lay it off for Havertz. Still might get there inside the box. Back to goal. Looking for some support here, Havertz. Goes back to Chilwell. Bournemouth have got players back in position now. And Chelsea have to go all the way back to halfway. Here's Chalobah out to Madueke. Fernandes. Fernandes 30 yards from goal. Again, Mudryk in the middle of the pitch. Out to Madueke it goes. Madueke, nice first touch into the penalty area. Cross, too close to Neto.
Mudryk's playing so far inside that Enzo's got no choice. To be fair, Ben was out on the left-hand side, but again, Madueke is the preferred choice. Why we don't come out on the left a bit more, Matt?
It's curious, that's for sure. Mudryk is getting further and further into the middle of the pitch the longer this game goes on.
He's almost playing a 10 at sometimes alongside Connor.
Here's Senesi on the ball for Bournemouth. Moves across to Kelly. Good tackle from Chalobah sliding in, and Havertz has picked it up. Havertz trying to get away from Senesi, and he did enough to win the ball back. Gallagher then trying to dispossess him. Kante has managed to get it back for Chelsea. Now here's Madueke again. Madueke away from Vigna, he dove in and didn't get there. Madueke looking for room for a shot, goes back to Gallagher instead. Now Madueke once more, he got that bang on target. Bit of power, but too close to Neto, who saves easily.
He's been good, Madueke. Really, really good. Anything about Chelsea, it feels like it's going to come down. Well, of course, it's going to come down the right-hand side. Bournemouth not really dealing with it particularly well. Madueke using his body to get inside. I think it was Christie. Drills it with his right foot straight down the throat of Neto. But better, Neto's not happy really what he's seeing in front of him. And this is not good news. Madueke is down. I'm hoping it's a contact injury as opposed to anything else. But the medical team are on the pitch.
Yeah, we didn't see what happened there. But Madueke requiring some treatment. Be loath to leave the pitch given the way that he's played so far. Raheem Sterling going for a warm-up just in case he's needed. He has a brilliant record against Bournemouth, by the way, Sterling, so if he gets on, he'll fancy his chances. Frank Lampard in discussion with Joe Edwards and Ashley Cole and Andy Myers about how they might deal with this issue if they have to, but Madueke's back up on his feet. Getting a chance to see how it happened now.
Looks like it might have been a contact injury. So look at the goal there from Connor, just arriving in that position there, ghosting in. Defensively, both sides will be very disappointed with the goals conceded. Lovely goal from Bournemouth, really well worked. You know, lovely 1 and 2 touch. Third man running, it's a runner from deep, trying to join play. Almost a bit of a decoy from deep positions. It's a lovely finish.
Madueke back on with a grimace on his face, but not long to go until half-time. 6.5 minutes plus stoppages. Here's Smith. Goes back in field to Senesi. Neto then out for Lloyd Kelly. There's Vigna, the left back, into Rothwell. Kelly under a bit of pressure here from Havertz. Plays it off Kante, goes out for a Bournemouth throw.
Yeah, Kante's playing that slightly higher role again, even though he's alongside Enzo. He's the one that breaks. He did that against Arsenal, if you remember, trying to be the one that squeezes higher up the pitch, join Havertz, join Conor Gallagher. Mudryk is so far inside. He's space on this their right, our left.
Here's Ouattara putting the ball into the penalty area, but Kepa can get it on the edge of his 6-yard box.
I can't quite work out Mudryk's role today. Can't quite work out what the... He came so far inside, he was over the other side of the pitch, and that left huge space for Smith to gallop into in the end. He was outnumbered there, Ben Chilwell, and they decided to play it early instead of doing a 2v1. The cross comes in and Kepa gathers it.
Badiashile up to Chilwell, couldn't control that on his chest. Now here's Senesi, who finds Rothwell.
Tempo of the game has dipped, hasn't it? That last 5 or 6 minutes for both sides. It's been an entertaining game.
Pummeled through the middle onto the head of Badiashile, looking for Solanke, then Fernandez scooped it over Christie and gave it to Chalobah. Now here's Kante, Rothwell at his back, out to Madueke, and now Kante again. Got Havertz ahead of him. Kante driving on here, edge of the penalty area, might go for goal himself here. In the end, he played a poor pass to Madueke, which was behind him and has stalled the momentum of the move. Madueke has to go back up to halfway.
Yeah, N'Golo Kante's played on that right side. The link-up play between him and Madueke has been a feature of this first half. He's the one that is trying to drive forward down that right. As I've made the point many times, we're a bit lopsided. Just tend to be just going down that right.
Fernandez couldn't get it under control, but it's broken back his way, but it bounced off his hand. And so he stopped as he was clean through on goal, looking to score for the first time for Chelsea.
And he knew it as well, didn't he? I thought it might come off his... Yeah, it's one of those, yes, it's come off his arm. And no, if he scores it, the goal will be disallowed because it's one of those... I'm not sure that a penalty would be given in that situation because his arm is tucked into his chest, but them's the rules.
Neto in no rush to take this goal kick. The Brazilian, who Bournemouth are much better with than without. They conceded 34 in 24 Premier League games he's played, 33, sorry, 31 in 10 when he's not in the team. Here's Enzo Fernandez looking out for Madueke, deep inside his own half of the field here, Madueke, and rather lucky to get a free kick after Viña nudged him over.
That's been the battle of the game. Madueke versus Viña. All game, those two have been at it.
Badiashile looking for Gallagher. Well, Lerma fouled him, caught Gallagher there.
It's not a good ball, that. Connor doesn't really want that. It's so tight to him there. Lerma's really close to him. It's a different... I don't know what's he going to do with that ball, man. What's he do with it?
Hope for a free kick, which is what he got, basically, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, in terms of anything else, very difficult to make good that particular pass. Plays back underway with Fernandez on the ball. Now Badiashile, just over halfway inside left position, clips one out looking for Chilwell, who will accept the throw-in after it came off Ouattara. Chilwell eventually chucks it back to Badiashile. Now here's Thiago Silva. And then Chalobah. Madueke right-hand side again. Flicks it down the line. Deflected as Kante chases after it, but Kelly puts it out for a throw.
Again, Angola playing very high. Enzo's the deepest midfielder.
Madueke then runs out of room as he tries to get to the dead ball line. He goes behind for a goal kick. Just a couple of minutes of the first half left to play here. 1-1 the score. Gallagher had Chelsea ahead. Viña equalised 12 minutes later. Here's Lloyd Kelly. Now Christie had a look over his shoulder before he got there, and then ran into Fernandez. Fernandez with Madueke as the option right-hand side again. Oh, and Viña went to ground, didn't get there. Madueke's got away from him into the penalty area, couldn't feed it to Havertz. And then Chalobah goes sliding in to win it back from Christie, and Chalobah barges his way into the penalty area. His cross blocked by Kelly and spins out a play off the corner flag for a corner.
Brilliant defending from Bournemouth, but brilliant defending also from Chalobah, who slides in, gets on his knees, gets up. The momentum when he was sliding on his knees, he managed to get back on his feet using that big physical prowess that he's got. Drills the ball to the near post. In the end, it goes behind for a corner into the last minute of the first 45.
Again, a reminder, nobody's conceded more from corners in the league this season than Bournemouth. Can Chelsea get their lead back before half-time? Chilwell to send this one in. Havertz, Chalobah, Badiashile, Silva all clustered together. Over it comes from Chilwell. Oh, Chalobah was attacking it, beaten to it by Lerma. Out to the edge of the box. Fernandez header will be picked up by Gallagher. He got it back from Chilwell. Now Gallagher can cross from deep, played it down the line for Chilwell instead. Chilwell hooks one into the penalty area. Silva got his head to it, Badiashile likewise. And eventually Havertz is penalised for a challenge on Ouattara. We hit the 45-minute mark. 2 added minutes. Neto waiting to take this free kick. And he is in no rush to do so, as plenty head for the concourse to get some half-time refreshment. Eventually Neto does wallop it forward. Hooked away by Enzo Fernandez. Havertz challenging, couldn't get there. Here's Kante, now Mudryk, that flick from him first time. Here he is again, Mudryk on halfway. Ouattara wants the throw to go his way, but it's out for a Chelsea throw instead. And Chilwell's got the ball in his hands here. Badiashile just about got enough on that to get it back to Kepa under pressure from Solanke. Works it back to Badiashile, who gives it back to Kepa again. Kepa then switches it out right-hand side for Chalobah, closed down by Christie. All the way back to Thiago Silva. Here's Chalobah again. Think Frank Lampard will be the happier of the two coaches?
Yeah. Yes, I think he will be. That shape of Chelsea, it's like a 4-1-2-3. You've got the four at the back. You've got Enzo playing deeper, and then you've got...
Gallagher went sliding in there. If he caught Billing, he definitely would have got a booking. Luckily for him, he didn't. Kante now plays it through the legs of Senesi, and then Lerma as well. And Chelsea can break forward here, and Senesi...
Oh, that's a free kick.
Fouled him.
Had to be a free kick. I was watching the referee there. You've got to give it. You've got to give that, and he has. Took him a while. He's booked him.
First Bournemouth player to be shown a card, and Chelsea will end the half with a free kick in a good position.
Yeah, it's a free kick. He goes to ground there. As soon as you get ground from behind, if you don't win the ball, he doesn't win the ball.
Well, free kick's very central here. Maybe a little too far out to take a shot, so maybe not that good a position, but see if Chelsea try and work an angle. It's got to be 30 yards at least from goal, this.
At least.
Look for Madueke wide right and try and put one in. That was what they did, but there was no more time to play. That is the whistle for half-time.
Okay. So, people, 1-1. Chelsea started good, to be honest with you. Good game of football, but yeah, it is what it is. We have same old issues about finishing, about the last pass, about, playing first time, first pass, move the ball quickly in the final third, or we struggle with people who are selfish. People who are selfish in the final third too. Instead of passing the ball, they will try to score themselves. Still really something missing in the final third. But yes, les Français.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
This game, how you doing this morning?
It looks like we scored a goal. So I've been singing here, we score a goal. So yeah, and then it didn't last. Because we got a sucker punch from nowhere. Bam, bam, bam. And they know when you try. I'm not blaming Kepa here, right? I'm not gonna blame Kepa here, but Kepa encourages people to shoot. That is the truth. He encourages other people to shoot and to aim certain area that he can't reach. So if I'm the manager, I'm not saying that anybody or Mendy was going to save that because it was a good strike. But if you look at it's almost similar kind of goals that he will concede. He makes them look spectacular because people know he's short, he can't reach certain areas. So they're going to encourage them to shoot. But I'm not going to blame him 100% on that. Our defense was shambolic. But I'm just bringing on the table something that I've been saying for a while now.
I do agree with you. But I would say the past maybe 10 games, we've considered long shots.
Yeah.
We've considered long shots. And then it's like, now you have every game players just coming there to take shots on Kepa.
Because they know. When Kepa is there, we consider a lot of shot on target or even off target because the opposition is encouraged to shoot. That's what the manager is going to tell them. If we can't find any solution, guys, you know what to do. Just shoot. One of them is going to go at the back of the net. All right, so we have Mr. People's Republic and Mark. Mark, what is your impression in the first half?
Well, I'm glad Gallagher scored a goal. And it's obvious that what we've been saying over the years, that we should try the youngsters. It might work with a coach who is ready to use these youngsters. And honestly, after the Arsenal game, I've been trying so hard to come on this show, but I think you were not having a lot of shows. So I was so angry
And I felt so disgusted that we were playing a London derby and some players were so shambolic. And for you to also raise concerns about keepers' performance, you should be very realistic about it. Don't sugarcoat it at all. Keeper is obviously not that good for Chelsea Football Club. This goal they scored him, at least he could have done something. I don't know if it has to do with his height or probably he's so bad with long range shot. This cannot be accepted at Chelsea Football Club. Any long range shot that will come to keeper should be a goal. Recently, he was imposed for Spain against, I think, Scotland. Similar goals, long range shot, and they will use it to score keeper.
But today, my brother, today, I don't really blame him 100%. I'm talking in general that he's very bad on those shots, and people are encouraged to aim certain top bin or top corner because they know he's not going to reach there. Probably even Edouard Mendy was going to concede because it was a good shot. But in general, I've been saying Kepa is not really good enough for Chelsea at the moment. Mr. People's Republic, we only have like 10 minutes to go, people. So we're going to have a long show at the end of this game, but for now it's gonna be half time because I have my people. I have even Arsenal fans coming here to my house just to banter me. You know what I mean? People's Republic, what is your opinion?
My condolences to you, man. You poor guy. And no, but I was very encouraged. Like I said, the starting lineup was very positive, but we're seeing, we started off very strong, very powerful, and then it's almost like normal service resumed, and same old Chelsea, so like the tempo, the energy, whatever,
kind of
starts
bland
going
a little bit, right?
Yes, exactly. And if you look at, I'm very shocked to see Ben Chilwell is very, very below par. He doesn't seem like himself. And Madueke, that guy is a machine. He's a machine.
He's good,
and
but he's trying to prove too much, though, because it was a certain situation. It was just a simple pass to Kai Havertz, and he was going to be one-on-one with the goalkeeper. So he still want to prove people. He want to score, but he need also to work for the team.
Honestly, he would have saved Potter's job if Potter had used him all this while.
Thank you.
Look at the way this boy is playing. He would have done so much for the club. He's really doing good. All the attack is coming from his side.
Yeah.
And he's really doing good. They have to talk to him that anytime you get to the box, try and locate your brother and release the ball. He's still young.
Yeah,
but I think he will get better.
Yeah, he will get better. Aziz, we have 5 minutes to go, brother. What do you have to say? First half.
Aziz is here.
Yes, Aziz is here. You are muted, bro. Unmute yourself. Aziz, we can't hear you, bro. Talk. DJ, what do you have? You just gave me a news that just put me in just like cold water now. Are you serious that Pochettino is going to Tottenham Hotspurs? DJ.
I said it.
Hello, DJ. I can't hear anybody. Can anybody hear me? It's my problem.
I can hear you, Oaks. I can hear you.
Probably they are muted.
All right, anybody that want to jump, you can jump while we are waiting for Aziz and DJ.
I wanted to say the way our midfield is positioning themselves, man, is questionable. It's not even a threat.
Exactly.
A lot of times,
Kante is literally like a winger. Did you see? I love the cross because we scored from that cross. But he literally going from that right-hand side as a winger to cross the ball.
As a winger.
What are we doing? That's why we are open in the midfield. What's going on? Yeah, good point.
Yeah, I've been noticing when we are attacking and when we defending, the way the midfielders are positioning themselves is not creating even a triangle to move the ball left to right or even to support an attacking threat. And a lot of times, Kante could have shot that ball, but he passed it back to Madueke. And I'm just seeing this game like this is the difference between us and Premier League teams. These midfields will take shots.
Yeah.
Look at the way they scored the first goal. Creativity.
Yeah.
Then when we get to the final third, we are too slow.
Okay, DJ, can you hear us?
Yeah, big up, guys. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now. What are you talking about, bro? Pochettino is gonna be hijacked by Tottenham Hotspurs?
Yeah, this news just came. I was just listening, and I get my I get what was come to me, and yeah, apparently they're gonna try and have some talks with him, but I don't think anyone needs to worry about anything. I think he'll come to Chelsea. I think it's more likely it's going to be Nagelsmann who goes to Tottenham, but they're trying to have talks with him anyway.
Do you think that could be a strategy from Pochettino camp to say you have to rush and sign him now, otherwise you're gonna lose him? I don't know.
Possibly.
Because I heard Fabrizio Romano in yesterday's video, he said it will never, ever be any talk, any connection between Daniel Levy, Tottenham, and Pochettino. That's what Fabrizio said yesterday on his video on YouTube. Yeah. But today they started talks, and he even said that their priority now is Nagelsmann. Never was a question of Poch. So I don't know if we can take that seriously. But Aziz, what do you think? Very quickly, because we have to go. 2 minutes to go.
Hey,
and we're going to come back here for the therapy session. Yes.
I saw the story about Pochettino. Daniel Levy is trying to convince him to come to Chelsea, but we don't know. Yeah. Because, to come to Tottenham. Because, I don't know about this so slow. And secondly, what I can say about this team is that from the midfield to the defense, there's a disconnection. One. Yeah. The space they are opening is too much. The space they are opening is too much. That's why we consider the goal. I don't blame Kepa for the goal. Blame the midfielders and the defenders. The space they are opening is too much. That's why
we are not compact. We are not compact. That's why
every team are able to beat us. We are not closing. We are not closing in attack. If you see the player coming in, quickly go mark your man. Don't wait for him to beat 1 and 2 before you start marking. From the defense to the midfield, nobody is controlling. You see why everybody, to me, even me, I have to apologize to Jorginho. Jorginho was a coordinator. He knows how to coordinate that midfield. Hey, you stay here. You stay here. You stay here. Who is marking who?
Okay.
Who is marking who?
I respect that.
Who is marking who? Because that goal, we are not meant to consider goal. Look at where we consider the goal from. Halfway line.
Yes, so people, we're gonna go and watch the game. Come back.
You see
here.
why I said, okay,
yes,
the coach. You see why I was saying that. Sorry, Mr. O. You see why I was complaining, because I knew our midfield would be lacking. That's why I said we should go back to a 3-4-3. Get Loftus-Cheek to join in the midfield anytime we are attacking. Because by the time we are defending, it's going to be a back fight, and the 3 midfielders will be there. They'll be able to combat any error, any mistake we do. We'll be able to combat it. We'll be able to win all 50-50s. You see where I was coming from?
Yes, Aziz, the game is about to start. I will come back to you at the end of the game. You're going to have all the time in the world. DJ, are you confident for the second half?
Yes, well, I'm actually was impressed with the first half. I think everyone.
Your brother Kepa got beaten again from distance, right?
Mate, I said it, didn't I?
You said it.
You said it. It'll be the disappointment. But now, listen, we go into second half confident. I've been happy with the first half. We just need to get that second goal. I don't see why we can't do it.
All right.
I just want to see them passing more to Modric, though. Give him more.
Yeah, we give him more. All right, thank you, my brother. Come back at the end of the game for celebration or therapy. Mark, what do you think about the second half?
Second half, I think Benchua should just go to the bench, then we'll bring in Lewis Hall and also
Lewis Hall. You want Lewis Hall instead of Chile?
Yeah, I want Lewis Hall to play, and I guess probably we can grab some 3 points today, hopefully.
All right, Mark, come back after the game, and we're gonna have enough time for you. Le Français Dev, second half.
Bournemouth is about to attack. We could all see what we're doing first half. They were just all relax and chill because they're saving energy. Immediately we scored one. Did you see the way the pace changed? They were attacking. So second half, let us not be surprised. Let's get ready for therapy.
You just discouraged me, bro. Okay, people. So we're going back to the second half. It's gonna start very, very soon, and I will see you at the end of the game for. So the game is about to start. If you wanna You want to comment here before this? So let me remind you, Bournemouth and Chelsea 1-1. Manchester City are leading 2-0 against Leeds. Arsenal fans were really supporting Leeds and Big Sam. Tottenham Hotspurs 1, Crystal Palace 0, Wolves 1, Aston Villa 0. Liverpool and Brentford are going to play later on today. So we're going to go ahead and watch the second half. You're going to enjoy the commentary and everything. And I will come back here to take your calls at the end of the show. And then we're going to continue. Go you Blues. I'm confident. I'm still confident today. We're getting 1 point or 3 points. We're not losing this game, okay? We got 1 point. We have 40 points, and then we are secured. We're going to stay in the Premier League. But I still think that we can win this game. Go you Blues.
Sure he's gone back, but we've already mentioned Ben Chilwell really as an attacking force.
No changes by either manager, by the way. We'll run through the two teams for you in a second, but Mudryk's on the attack here. Played it into Havertz, back with Fernandes now. Fernandes hit it hard at Havertz. It goes behind, off a Bournemouth player.
Yep.
So a corner before that's taken. I'll run you through the teams, which is Neto in goal for Bournemouth, Smith, Sinetti on a yellow, Kelly and Vinny the goal scorer of the back four. Rothwell and Lerma, the two holding midfielders, then Ouattara, Billing, Christie and Solanke. Chelsea have Kepa in goal, back four, Chalobah, Silva, Badiashile and Chilwell. Kante on a yellow, Fernandes and Gallagher the goal scorer in midfield. Then Mudryk also booked Havertz and Madueke up front. Over comes the corner from Mudryk, and it comes off a Bournemouth player and goes behind for another.
Yeah, what they do Bournemouth very well is that they get numbers around the ball, and every single player is almost in the 6-yard box. They make it very difficult for Chelsea to get a clean head on it. But we've seen in the past, that's what we saw last week, didn't we, of course, with the ball ricocheted off Asprey to go in.
Mudryk again then with the corner in toward Neto, headed away by Solanke back there defending, Badiashile keeping it alive, and then Chalobah edge of the box nods it back into the penalty area, headed away again, drops to Fernandes who goes back to Kante on halfway. Saying no changes from either managers. Chelsea subs, Mendy, Kovacic, Pulisic, Felix, Loftus-Cheek, Sterling, Ziyech, Azpilicueta and Hall all available should they be required, as Gallagher puts one into the penalty area. Kelly got his chest to it, but it's come out for Chilwell, who looked for a cutback. Sinetti got in the way, and then Mudryk couldn't hold on to it. And Ouattara should be able to get this clear.
Mudryk just puts his body up against Ouattara. He's looking for the free kick. Referee's not giving anything. He needed to end up in the front row there.
Bournemouth subs, by the way. Travers, the goalkeeper. Stevens, Cook, Mepham, Brooks, Stacey, Semenyo, Zabani and Anthony. Here's Thiago Silva on the ball, rolling it across for Chalobah. Chalobah in field to Havertz. Now Madueke. Madueke with a nice turn to get away from his man. Madueke. Vinya trying to get back at him, and Vinya did well, made the tackle, won the ball back.
Yeah, it done brilliantly, Madueke there. Just that little, the ball's been given away to N'Golo.
Kante trying to get it back off Kelly. He's done that. He's found Madueke inside the penalty area. Didn't have any real conviction about him. He's got the ball back now, but then he's tackled by Kelly, who just plays it out of play for a Chelsea throw.
Yeah, a bit unconvincing from Bournemouth defensively, giving the ball away. They managed to scramble it away, and Kelly there shakes his head at his own pass. It was a poor pass, but opening 3 minutes of this has been good for Chelsea. Again, most of it down the right-hand side.
As Havertz finds Madueke once more, being marked by 3 players at the moment. It's broken for Kante inside the penalty area, but apparently Madueke had committed a foul before the ball came to him.
Yeah, I think it probably was a foul, actually. It's been good, Madueke, no doubt about that. Just gets caught tied up. Maybe could have released that a little bit earlier. Look at the bodies that were around him. Lovely skill there. Vinya gets tucked in. He pivots, goes one way, goes the other, slides the ball from the sole of his right to the sole of his left, spins away down that right-hand side, but allowed Vinya just to get back. Maybe he could have delivered. In fact, he should have delivered that a little bit earlier.
Neto going to take the free kick just outside of his penalty area.
By the way, the free kick wasn't there.
Brazilian, who joined on a free from Barcelona, smacks it upfield, and Chalobah is down because he says he got a whack in the face from Solanke. Referee has to stop it because it's a head injury, much to the displeasure of the locals, but that's absolutely the right thing for John Brooks to do.
I don't know, well, I'm sure, even though Solanke is older, I'm sure they would have come up against one another at a youth team level at some stage.
Just having a look at it again. Oh, it's the head of Solanke catches Chalobah underneath the chin.
Unintentional, we need to say that, because often when there's a head injury, Matt, people often think...
But if you've done that, it's nasty, isn't it? You knock your jaw onto the top of your teeth. It's, yeah, it can be a bit unpleasant. It's not very well described by me, but you know what I mean. Here's Billing in midfield for Bournemouth. He's lost out, and Gallagher's got it from him, and Gallagher spins one into the path of Havertz. Nice ball, that. Havertz slightly wide up against Smith. Near the penalty area, not far from the dead ball line. Havertz still with it, going back to Chilwell. Chilwell can cross into the box here, and Kelly chests it behind for another Chelsea corner.
Yeah, closing down Billy, got dispossessed. There's a ball, lovely ball from the outside of his right foot there from Gallagher. Puts Havertz in down that left-hand side. As you said there, Matt, pushed a little bit wider than he would have wanted, and in the end he's had to go wide. Not a lot of support in the middle, and we've recycled it. In the end, Kelly just chests it behind for another corner. But a good start to the second half for Chelsea.
Corner work short. Chilwell sends it deep over toward Chalobah, who nods it back across goal. And there's a foul in there. I think Gallagher committed it. Free kick for Bournemouth.
Yeah, no complaints from Gallagher. It's a very, very deep cross. Chalobah's done well to just get the ball back into play. It was more hit with height than it was really... Not really much in it in second viewing, but...
Senesi got the decision. 6 minutes gone, second half, 1-1 the score. Gallagher had Chelsea ahead, but not for long before Vinya equalised. Here is Vinya giving Madueke the slip, playing it up to halfway in Solanke, and then Solanke's caught by Kante. And the locals very well aware that he's on a yellow card, but that was not a challenge worthy of getting a second one.
No, he's running back towards his own goal. Oh, wasn't the best challenge
no,
there
you see it again.
from N'Golo, actually. I'm not sure it was good enough for a yellow. I think he's offside here. Yes, he is. And it's Christen's offside. Yes, you need to be a bit careful. So there's the two bookings. Mudryk, who's not seen a great deal of the ball, and N'Golo, who's all action and throwing himself into some of those challenges. For as physical as he is and as brilliant as he is at challenging, he's not the sort of player actually that gets too many yellows. N'Golo, you know, he's not one of those that's littered with them.
Here's Chalobah, right hand side near halfway, slipped it down the line for Madueke. Madueke scooping it over the head of Vinya to bring Kante into play. Kante goes back to Chalobah. Chalobah cutting in field, getting away from Christie, going on a storming run here. Chalobah all the way up to the edge of the penalty area, and he found Havertz inside the box near the dead ball line. Madueke backing him up. Here's Madueke on his left foot, decided not to have a go. Going across the edge of the penalty area now. Madueke into Gallagher too hard. It's broken out for Fernandes.
Look at the bodies back. Every single Bournemouth player back in that final third.
Chipped in by Silva, and defender Senesi slipped, and Chilwell wasn't prepared for that, and it went through to Neto. Still 1-1, but Chelsea pressing hard here.
Yeah, Chelsea the better side in his opening exchanges. Nearly 7, nearly 8 minutes on at the clock of the second half again. And N'Golo Kante down this right-hand side, really forging that link-up play with Madueke. Ball coming inside to Havertz, bit of space.
Oh, Gallagher couldn't control it. He's going to get there second time though. Chilwell now left-hand side level with the edge of the box. Back to Gallagher again. Here's Mudryk going back toward halfway. Has to play it back all the way back to Kepa in the end. Bournemouth just can't get a kick at the moment.
No, they can't get a kick, and they're defensively having to get themselves into a shape where they probably you can tell they've been coached into this, but they want to get out, and you know, that's a feature under Gary Neville. Defensively solid, but always offer an attacking threat, or certainly try to.
Kepa thumps one into the left channel, looking for Mudryk, but that's got too much pace on it. It's going to go out for a throw in to Bournemouth in their right back position.
Yeah, and Chelsea squeezed the pitch. Madueke coming across. It's on the left-hand side. Our left, their right. Chelsea looking to make sure that we pen them in. Conor Gallagher closing down. Havertz is over that side. Madueke nice and tight inside as well.
Smith with the ball in his hands. Flick on from Billing, picked up by Fernandes. Here's Kante. Now Fernandes again. Thiago Silva out to Badiashile. Oh, he did well because his first touch wasn't great, but he recovered it to take it away from Billing.
Difficult pass as well that he gave him, Silva. He's done well there, Badiashile.
Chilwell finding Mudryk. Mudryk coming in off the left wing. Gives it to Kante, edge of the box. Mudryk's carried on his run. Kante's pass deflected. It'll be a corner if Lefson.
This is good. This is good. You know, there's that's that bit of creativity, that bit of magic, that little bit of something different that Manchester City have in abundance that we have with Eden Hazard. That's just the missing bit at the moment is to produce a little bit of something different that our possession can perhaps get. That can provide that bit of magic.
And it comes from Mudryk. Oh, it's gone all the way through, and nobody could get a touch. It'll be picked up by Thiago Silva, right-hand side. Now Fernandes looking to flip one back into the penalty area, headed away by Ouattara. We'll come back to Fernandes. Infield from him to Gallagher. Gallagher using right winger Thiago Silva. He's going to put the cross in. Cleared away. And now Bournemouth should be able to get it away with Christie. Christie taking his time though. Gallagher had a little nibble at him, but referee says advantage with Bournemouth still on the ball.
Well, it's the first time that Bournemouth really have got over the halfway line and they've got bodies in high areas.
Ball played out left-hand side for Ouattara here. Ouattara with some space to operate. Options in the middle. Oh, and he fizzed it in low and he's turned behind for a corner by Badiashile.
Yeah, the first time. We're 10 minutes into the second half, nearly 11, and it's a lovely ball. There's a bit of space, bit of a mess on this right-hand side. Thiago Silva's had to come across, as has Badiashile. Chalobah is also in that wide, in that centre-half area. Madueke can't affect it. Yeah, Badiashile just has to put it behind for a corner.
Corner will be taken from the left-hand side by Christie. Again, he puts one finger up. Overcomes his delivery. Goes deep toward the back post. Came off Chalobah. He'll try and stop it going out for another corner. He's done that. Hooked it away and out of play for a throw-in near the halfway line. Far side the right. 1-1. Just past 10.5 minutes gone in the second half. 11.5 minutes gone, I should say. Chelsea supporters in good voice. Smith with the ball in his hands, ready to take a throw-in. Tosses it to Rothwell. Touch from him. Senesi then dispossessed. Here's Gallagher. Now Fernandes. Fernandes away from Rothwell. Comes left-hand side to Mudryk near halfway. Easily taken off the ball by Billing. Bournemouth going to make a substitution at the next break in play. For now, the ball is still alive with Lloyd Kelly. Kelly coming up to the halfway line. Gave it to Christie. Little triangle of passing between he and Rothwell and Kelly. Christie then forward for Solanke. Touched off for Ouattara. Ouattara inside the penalty area. Cuts it back to the edge of the box and Christie. Christie making his way through. Christie going for goal. Slashes it wide. Best we've seen from Bournemouth since the restart.
Yeah, brilliant play. Lovely link-up play. One body's running. It's not just static. There are runners. Lerma makes a lovely run. Bounces the ball off Solanke. Christie then gets the ball and plays a lovely little pass around the incoming challenge from Chalobah. It's on his left foot. If it's on his right, maybe he would have done better, but he just stabs it towards that near post. Good play from Bournemouth. They do that well, actually. That lovely 1- and 2-touch football.
Substitution here for Bournemouth. It's the end of Joe Rothwell's game. And on comes Lewis Cook to take his place. Cook, who captained England under-20 World Cup winning side, which had Dom Solanke, Fikayo Tomori and Jake Clark-Salter in it. He also much beloved.
What a ball!
I'll tell
That's
you
from
more
Bradley
about
Shield.
that in a minute, because here comes Havertz. Oh, he had it taken off his toe, goes out for a Chelsea throw. Yeah, Lewis Cook, much beloved by his own granddad, who won £17,000 when Cook made his England debut a few years back.
I seem to remember that story, actually. But a lovely ball from Badiashile. Misses out the midfield, bypasses everyone, plays the ball into Havertz. In the end, they managed to clear it. Ball coming off.
Badiashile over the top, looking for Chilwell. He couldn't quite control it. Goes out. If you were Frank Lampard, would you be thinking about changes yet?
Well, like I said to you earlier, Matt, I would be tempted to put Mudryk on this swap with Madueke. Give Vina a slightly different challenge. But as it stands now, I think I'll probably stick with this for maybe another 10. It's been decent, not been brilliant, but it's been decent. We've been the better side, but as we just saw a minute ago from that shot that comes from Christie, that Bournemouth still offer a threat.
Looks like there are some Chelsea changes about to be made. Before they happen, I'll give you this great stat from our friend and colleague Lee Parker, who says the average age of the Chelsea team, 25.4 years today, and that's with 38-year-old Thiago Silva and 32-year-old N'Golo Kante in the team. Meanwhile, Solanke's been penalised.
I think that's where this football club wants to go, isn't it? You've seen the signings. They've been very much that younger player buying potential.
Here's Badiashile on the ball, certainly comes into that category. So he lumps a left-footed pass into the channel, which Kante will give chase to.
No, the ball's N'Golo's there, chased a lost cause, really. He's done very, very well. Chelsea win possession.
With Gallagher left-hand side, right on the touchline. Ball goes out of play for a Chelsea throw.
That's what you call turning a bad ball into a good ball, Matt. And the fact that N'Golo has not given up that pass, it's a ball into space. It's not a pass, a ball into space. He was one furthest forward, closed it down. Chelsea win possession.
Sterling and Loftus-Cheek, by the looks of things, about to come and join us. Here's Madueke, one-on-one with Vigne again. Madueke at the dead ball line, comes off Vigne, goes behind for a Chelsea corner.
Yeah, Vigne's had a hard afternoon's work. Madueke and him have been at it all afternoon. Madueke then shaping up to cross it with his left, cuts back inside to his outside, to his right, and then gets a corner. Heavy artillery of Silva, Badiashile and Chalobah arriving. But Bournemouth, as we've seen all afternoon, packing that 6-yard box.
It's the 7th corner of the game for Chelsea, sent over by Chilwell. Badiashile headed it down. Havertz trying to bring it down. Wasn't able to do that. Cleared as far as Kante, who had a slice of a volley that turned into a pass for Thiago Silva, but he couldn't control it. Here's Lerma now in the right-back position, clearing it up to Dango Ouattara. Ouattara tackled by Silva effortlessly.
Brilliant from Silva. He's on that left-hand side. He doesn't really want to be there because of the corner. He's playing left wing, and he manages to get back. He's playing left back, just toes it away. They're the first substitution of the afternoon for Chelsea.
And N'Golo Kante's giving way for Ruben Loftus-Cheek. I think the booking has played a big part in that decision. And the other substitution is going to see Raheem Sterling come on. Now, Sterling has got 11 goals in 13 games against Bournemouth, including 5 in his last 5 games here at the Vitality Stadium. I think it was Mudryk there who, yeah, it is Mikhailo Mudryk, another player on a yellow card, who's given way there. Chelsea free kick comes to the edge of the penalty area. Badiashile got his head to it, couldn't find a teammate though. No other goals anywhere else in the Premier League in the second halves, by the way. Here's Enzo Fernandez for Chelsea, going all the way back to his goalkeeper Kepa. Logic behind both those changes. I wonder if Mudryk might have stayed on had he not had that yellow card, but
yeah, it's been tough for him. You know, I feel that we haven't really played to his strengths. It's been something that you and I have spoken about since he's been here, really. You know, how many times has he managed to run onto a ball and, you know, take on Smith 1v1? It hasn't happened. I'd just be fascinated to see what Sterling does that Mudryk hasn't, actually.
Here's Madueke. Give and go with Gallagher. Back to Chalobah. Cross now for Badia Shield. Just over halfway inside left position. Silva into Fernandez. Now here's Chalobah again. Bournemouth doing lots of defending. Their supporters trying to encourage them, but they're spending most of the time without the ball in their possession at the moment. Here's Badia Shield. Loftus-Cheek moves it out to Chilwell. Chilwell infield, back for Loftus-Cheek again. Loftus-Cheek near the edge of the penalty area. Moves it across to Madueke. Madueke looking to bend one with his left foot, kicked it with his standing foot before he took the shot.
Yeah, it's well worked from Chelsea actually on that left-hand side, and Badia Shield's going to pick up a booking here. It's a rash challenge there. And Ouattara, yeah, it's not, and you can tell when a player knows it's not a good challenge. This, yeah, he's gone sliding in, and Ouattara, if you don't win the ball, it looks even worse. In fact, it really isn't a very good challenge at all. It's not a red, but it's definitely a yellow.
The Bournemouth man entitled to say, "What are you doing, Benoit?"
Oh, that's excellent.
Oh, it writes itself, doesn't it?
Excellent.
So 1-1, 65 minutes gone. Can either side find a winning goal here? Still nothing to report in terms of goals elsewhere in the Premier League in the second half, which means that it is 2-0 to Manchester City against Leeds. Spurs are 1 up on Palace, and Wolves lead Villa by the same score. Ouattara still down, receiving treatment as a result of that challenge. Probably not the worst thing for Bournemouth, actually, just to break up Chelsea's momentum a bit.
Yes, I think that's fair to say. Madueke there just looked like perhaps he's cutting, so he's obviously left-footed, and from that right-hand side there, he's tried to come inside and just looked like he was going to have a shot there, Matt, as opposed to a cross. But just as you said, his standing foot just takes it away. We often see it, and there's Loftus-Cheek and Dom Solanke would have grown up together.
Having an embrace in the middle of the pitch whilst we wait for play to restart here. Bournemouth subs warming up just in case, but Ouattara's going to try and give it a go anyway. Seen very little of Bournemouth as an attacking force in the second half of the game. Jason mentioned Kiefer Moore in the first half. He's unavailable, so they don't have that option to just go long to him. Now they are coming forward though. Vinya trying to get there before Chalobah, but Chalobah able to put it into the stands for a throw.
Trevor. He's done okay on this right-hand side at full-back. He's very versatile. Can play in the floor, play the three, play right back as we're seeing this afternoon. He's done okay. There's been he's seen plenty of the ball.
Senesi stabbing one out right-hand side for Ouattara. Good ball in from him, looking for Solanke, challenged by Thiago Silva.
Brilliant challenge. What a challenge this is from Thiago Silva. Absolutely superb, Matt. Honestly, he is second favourite for this. He knows if he doesn't win this ball, it gives away a play. Ball spread over, Ouattara plays the ball inside. He's got to get there, Thiago Silva. He gets something on it, gets enough on it. I'm sure VAR will look at it, but for me personally, it looks like a brilliant tackle.
Well, it looks as though John Brooks is not getting any consultation from the VAR, who is David Coote. But the corner hasn't been taken. We are having a look at this. Now, this is interesting because...
Oh, dear.
I don't think he got the ball there, Jason, I've got to say.
I don't think he does get the ball. But is it a foul? Oh, do you know what? This could be a penalty, guys.
I think it is.
This could be a penalty. Oh, and it's not been given. It's played on.
Wow.
Do you know what? I don't think he gets the man either, Silva. But I have to say, the way the angle of the ball went, that's going to be one that will be discussed over the weekend. I can make a case for a penalty, and I can also make a case for it not, and they've gone with the on-field decision.
Bournemouth, the only team in the Premier League not to get a penalty this season. Chelsea, the only team not to concede one. And that stays the same, but there might be a goal here from the corner because it's loose and Ouattara's in there and he blasted a shot and a Chelsea body got in the way.
Oh, dearie me, that looked like it was headed goal-bound. Ouattara there is just... I can't see... There were so many bodies there. I wonder whether Kepa might have made a save there, Matt, actually. We'll have to see on the replay, but the substitutions that have been made, you would have Just looking at this at the moment, Bournemouth has settled in better than we have.
Here's Vignette finding Billing inside the penalty area. Billing to the dead ball line, looking to stand up across. Comes off Chalobah, goes behind for another corner.
Well, so the first time in the second half, Chelsea got some defending to do. Chalobah does well, goes across to that right-hand side. The fate is the shot in. Oh, it's come off Conor Gallagher's chin. I don't think you need to. I don't think it's going goal bound. I'll say that much. But Conor puts himself in the way of it. In the end, Enzo stabs it clear. Some defending to do for Chelsea.
Bournemouth's best spell of the second half. Shade over 20 minutes left. Over comes the corner. Kepa punches it away, fists it away. He's asking for a foul. He doesn't know it was Chalobah who he collided with. Ball comes back in from the other side though. Havertz got his head to that and then hairs out the penalty area to try and win the second ball. Eventually Gallagher heads it away for a Bournemouth throw.
Yeah, the Bournemouth crowd sense there could be a second goal coming for them. They're on top at the moment.
Here's Vignette making his way into the penalty area, or trying to, but Chalobah able to get that away for a throw.
Yeah, it's one of those, get out my box. I've seen a bit too much of this ball in my box in the last 4 or 5 minutes. Get higher up the pitch. Chelsea's shape is decent.
Vignette going to take the throw in. Looking for some movement around him. It's halfway inside Chelsea's half, left-hand side. Eventually gave it to Christie.
Just look at the substitutions. The shape of Chelsea hasn't changed. It's that 4-1-2-3. You can see that are playing alongside in almost a double number 10 position, if there is such a thing, is Ruben and Conor.
Here's Billing into Christie in the centre circle. Oh, lovely ball from Christie. Brilliant pass that. Vigne's in behind here. Vigne for 2-1. Great save, Kepa. One strong wrist to flick the ball away and behind for a corner.
Oh, Madawaki, well done, young man. He does enough. He gets in there, he does his defensive job, he gets back, his second favour, use his arm, just make sure he puts him off. It's a lovely save though, down to his right-hand side from Kepa. But Madawaki, brilliant, because that's a sign of his job that wide men don't really want to do, but he stuck to it. He done enough just to make sure he didn't get a clean strike.
Bournemouth looking to convert this dominance of the last few minutes into a second goal. Over comes the corner again. Kepa fists it away, but he was being fouled there as he did so.
Well, this will give us a little bit of respite. You mentioned earlier about when Atawara went down and it just bought them a bit of time. Yeah, it's a foul. He gets a second. Actually, he's done very well. Two good fists playing. The thing you want is height and distance. Get the ball away. Don't play it down straight. He's punched them both wide. Just a little bit of time now with Chelsea to have some possession and maybe get a little bit higher up the pitch. But we weathered that mini storm, if you like. But it would appear that's the case at the moment.
1-1. 71.5 minutes on the clock. Badiashile for Chelsea, left-hand side. Pummels it over the halfway line into the channel for Chilwell to chase. He's quick enough to get there ahead of Smith. Decent cross in for Sterling. Neto just able to beat him to it. Ben Chilwell's injured himself, hasn't he?
Looks like he's done a hamstring, Ben Chilwell.
He immediately put his hand up the signal to the bench.
Yes, he has. Yeah, and I don't know whether Lerma has deliberately passed that out of play, but Ben Chilwell's hammy has gone. His season is over. He went up straight away. Brilliant run. Lovely ball from Badiashile down our left. And as he makes that run in towards Sterling, let's have a look. When does he do it? Oh, it's hard to see there. Sterling nearly gets in front of Neto. Neto comes out, wins the ball cleanly. But just from his reaction there, Matt, that tells me that he's coming off, I have to say. I don't think he'll be playing any further part in this game.
Well, if he didn't have bad luck, he'd have no luck, Ben Chilwell. Oh. The good thing is that he didn't scream in pain, did he? Obviously, there's difference of severity in terms of...
I've done a hamstring where it felt like someone has stabbed me in the back of the leg. And there's those ones where you feel a slight niggle. And I wonder whether that may well be the case where he's gone, do you know what? And you know yourself, when you have that soft tissue injury or that little tweak, especially when there's 20 minutes left of this. It's 73 o'clock, but I imagine there's going to be another 3 at least. Ashley Cole's on the bench. He's going to bring Ashley Cole on.
Well, Lewis Hall is warming up. We haven't seen Hall since he played in central midfield at Anfield way back in January. I think he would be the logical choice to come on here, but we shall see. Incredible, there's still been no further goals anywhere in the Premier League in the second half.
Well, there's going to be, you know, the Bournemouth fans there are booing, but you know, the player's done a soft. What do you want him to do? He's walking off the field. I think the referee's trying to say to Ben, can you go off on the nearest side of the pitch, and that's what he's making him do. But if there's going to be a substitution, it kind of makes me feel as though if he's got a hamstring injury, surely the shortest way to the sideline would be the best for the player, no?
You'd have thought so.
Well, unless they get a stretcher.
Well, what was that I was saying about Lewis Hall? It's going to be Azpilicueta and Ziyech both coming on. Azpilicueta, of course, as we know, can play left back, so one would imagine that's where he'll go.
If you remember correctly, he almost ended the career of Ashley
He
Cole
did,
at Chelsea.
yeah, it was Schalke, wasn't it, the first time he played there away.
I remember Newcastle as well was another game.
Madueke playing the ball into the channel, looking for Gallagher. Might be Madueke coming off, one would think, for Ziyech.
Good defending that from Kelly. Lovely run from Connor, trying to be that support up front, but Kelly uses his body. Pass was slightly overhit, and here's the substitution there.
So Chilwell off and Azpilicueta on in the first change. And it is indeed Madueke who comes off. Another positive contribution from him.
Yes, well done, young man. I like what I see. I really do. Just maybe an end product selection of cross, recognising when the ball's got to come in. One thing I will say, though, is there's been a number of occasions where he's gone forward. You think, could he have a little bit more support in the middle of the park as well?
So, Madueke off. Ziyech, who hasn't scored for Chelsea since the FA Cup quarter-final at Middlesbrough in March of last year. He's on for the final 15 here. Are we going to get a winning goal for either of these two sides?
Well, fresh legs in the attacking areas of the pitch.
Fernandes trying to get it under control. Loftus-Cheek has done that until he's dispossessed by Solanke, and then Lerma goes back to Kelly. Ziyech putting the pressure on him, but Kelly pirouettes away. And then Cook with a pass into Lerma in midfield.
Well, there's been a lot of subs for Chelsea, and you just wonder what that's going to do for the team. Sometimes it can take a little bit of ball given away.
Fernandes has lost it here. Solanke, and he's fouled by Thiago Silva. Is he? No, nothing doing, according to John Brooks. And Loftus-Cheek plays it up to Sterling. Sterling charging over halfway away from Senesi, trying to feed it in for Ziyech. Couldn't get the pass right. Ziyech has won it back, though, inside the penalty area. Now drifts outside the box, looking to get a crossing. Whip one in for Havertz, who didn't get his header right. Goes harmlessly wide.
Well, it nearly looked like something was going to be a brilliant pace from Sterling as he cut inside from the left into the middle of the park. And it's the pass into Ziyech that isn't quite right. Credit to Ziyech, doesn't give it up. The problem he's got, Havertz, is the ball's behind him. And he's trying to maybe Kelly might have got a little flick on it as well. And he can't quite direct it because he's trying to angle his body and his neck to try and get someone to head it goalwards, but maybe the touch from Kelly as well hasn't helped.
Neto in no rush to get play back underway. Bournemouth goalkeeper with the captain's armband on. 13 minutes to go. Free kick for Bournemouth. Just over the halfway line. 77 minutes played. Had a cracking first half. Not quite lived up to its second half, but it's been an enjoyable watch throughout. As it stands, Chelsea are going to end this 6-game losing streak. Can they get their first win in 10 attempts? 12.5 minutes to find out. Vigne's throw-in taken quickly. Here's Solanke in the left channel, managed to get away from Thiago Silva, and then Chalobah came in and put it behind for a corner.
Done well, Solanke. The second, maybe third favourite at some stage. He was being outnumbered by Chelsea. He managed to squirm away. Chalobah is equal to it. And their corners, this is second half, they've all gone towards that far post. Solanke in and around Kepa, trying to put him off. Ziyech is trying to be the barrier between him and Kepa. And Solanke, Billing is at the far post, as is Chalobah, and the referee's just had to intervene because Solanke's getting a little bit too up close and personal with Kepa.
Ziyech is the meat in the middle of that sandwich at the moment. Corner to be taken by Lewis Cook. Near side to us, the left. One arm in the air. Pings it over deep toward the far post. Headed back across goal. And then Dango Ouattara heads it over from inside the 6-yard box.
Wow, best chance of the second half. Again, the ball goes to the far post. This time they win the ball. Comes back across the 6-yard box. Ouattara's there. He should score. Oh, my word. He's 3-4 yards out. Goal gaping. Free header. He jumps. Maybe he doesn't need to jump, Matt. Maybe he can just wait for the ball to land and guide it. I think the fact that he's jumped has perhaps got underneath it. The elevation that he's put under it has helped Chelsea out there. Got away with one. Big chance there for Bournemouth.
Here's Ziyech. Trying to find Sterling. Sliding in when Kelly to put it out for a Chelsea
he's done
throw.
Right, Kelly, you know. He's impressed me.
Yeah, they got him from Bristol City in 2019 for £15 million. Looks like money well spent. Sterling unable to get on the end of Havertz's pass. How's Havertz done for you up there? I feel like we haven't said his name much.
No, we haven't said his name, and partly, well, I say partly, the way that they defend Bournemouth, they're very narrow. They fill the edge of the box. The space that they give you is out in wide areas, and they're happy to give that up because they're the lesser of the two evils that the way that they're coached, and this is a feature under Gary O'Neill. They pack the centre part. They go narrow. It's the centre of the pitch. They get bodies in around it. They all work hard. There's no one in this team. That's a lovely piece of skill there from Enzo, and he's managed to create a little bit of space on this right-hand side. Can we feed the ball out?
Chalobah teeing it up for Ziyech. One-on-one with Vinya. Ziyech through his legs. And then Ziyech stopped by Cook. Chalobah trying to win it back. Ziyech has got it again. Well, pass was behind Gallagher. Got a toe on it, though. Laid it off for Fernandes. Fernandes going for goal, blocked at source by Lerma.
Yeah, that's that defense. I'm just talking about what they do. They pack the edge of the box, Bournemouth. They get their back four nice and tight. Everyone defends. They work hard for one another. They enjoy this side of the game. I won't say enjoy it, but they defending can be fun sometimes.
Havertz inside the penalty area at the dead ball line. Two defenders there to take it off him. Still no second half goals anywhere in the 3 o'clock games in the Premier League. 1-1 here inside the final 10 minutes now. Solanke fouls.
Handball.
Oh, handball by Solanke.
What he does, he slips and then gathers the ball with his hand, and the referee spotted that. Well refereed actually, because it looked like it could have been a foul. And Dom Solanke, you can tell by his reaction there, Matt, he doesn't complain because it was a slip.
So it's a free kick for Chelsea, about halfway inside Bournemouth's half of the field. Oh no, closer to goal than that, 30 yards out. Inside right position, Ziyech and Sterling over it.
Well, we've got a big side on the pitch now. Ruben's come on.
There's 4
guys there that are more than capable of winning the first half.
The left foot of Ziyech. Flips it in, looking for the run of Badiashile, who got to it, puts it in for 2-1 Chelsea. Badiashile has his first Blues goal. And Chelsea have their lead back. Lovely delivery from Ziyech. There was Badiashile, who stabbed it in on the volley. And are the Blues finally going to get a win?
Well, it's a brilliant ball to that far post by Ziyech. It's a free kick that's a guess, but he's taking advantage of it. It wasn't just him, by the way. Let's make sure he's offside. He is offside. It's a lovely ball. Keeper can't come. Badiashile. I thought it was a hit. I think it's a volley. I think he volleys this in. He does. He volleys it goalwards. Neto can't keep it out. Yes.
A scissor kick volley from Benoit Badiashile. And Chelsea back in front.
Wow, I mean, free kick, you often see that whenever I used to give a corner away or an unnecessary free kick, you always think, please don't concede. Solanke slips, goes down, handles the ball, that's the free kick. But it's the delivery, Matt. It's the delivery. So often is the case. You talk about the goal, but it's the delivery is absolutely exquisite. Keeper can't come. Defensively, the ball's put into an area that, if you get the run, as Badiashile did, you get someone on target, it's going to go in. Massive, massive goal for Chelsea. Massive goal for him. Massive goal for Frank.
Bournemouth making a double change. Meanwhile, Havertz is coming off and Joao Felix is going to come on and take his place. As Chelsea look to shore up this winning position. Ryan Christie coming off for Bournemouth. Antoine Semenyo is the player who's come on to take his place. And Jayden Anthony also came on.
Haven't seen much of Christie second half. Yeah, that's but one chance on his left foot where he cut inside from the left, stabbed it goalwards. In the end, it was Madueke's challenge and a save from Kepa. But wow, we're just 6 minutes away, plus whatever the referee decides to add on, for 3 massive points. It's been a very, very tough time in the last, last 8 months, let's put it right. Not just the last 8 weeks.
Header from Lerma. Here's Semenyo. His first Bournemouth goal last week, Semenyo. Now Anthony, the 2 substitutes combining. Anthony looking to bend one. It was Billing and Christie, by the way, the 2 Bournemouth players who went off in that change a moment ago.
That's all right there, Anthony, by the way. It just cuts inside. It's Enzo and Chalobah getting one another's way. He doesn't hit it with any real conviction. He's looking at the far post, straight down the throat of Kepa, who gathers it comfortably. Clock watching now, Matt.
Well, it would be massive, wouldn't it, in terms of just getting some confidence back into everybody, and for supporters more than anybody else, more than players, really, I think.
Yes, and you can hear them now, and there's been a lot to cheer about of late. It's been a very tough season for so many different reasons. It's been a tough last 12 months. This football club, what's happened to it, where we were and where we are right now. Don't want to count our chickens too early, Matt, because we know how games can change. 6. Now there's less than 5 on the clock.
Here's Chalobah for Chelsea. And then Loftus-Cheek. Badiashile, the match winner at the moment. He has scored twice for Monaco this season, by the way, Badiashile. It's his first Blues one.
Swagger about Chelsea at the minute, then.
Much more like it. Now Sterling driving into the penalty area, laying it off for João Felix. 3-1, game over. The substitutes combining, and Felix gets a goal seconds after entering. And Chelsea have scored 3 times in one game.
Amazing stuff. It's a brilliant run from Sterling on the left-hand side. He's got a bit to do, by the way, Felix. He has to just come across his body and get good contact. He does. Drills it on the right palm of Neto. And surely we've got our first win back under Frank Lampard.
Well, it's his 100th game as a Premier League manager today, Frank Lampard. He is trying to keep his emotions in check. But this is big for him.
The run from Sterling is brilliant. That is joyous at the heart of the defence. He just allows the ball to come across. He just stutters his run, holds his run for a brief millisecond, just allowing the ball to come across his body, drills it. Good contact. Lovely finish, lovely goal. Sterling, well played. And you're absolutely right, Matt. The 2 subs linking up.
And Chelsea leading by 3-1. It's a long time since we've seen this. And Frank Lampard will be able to celebrate a century. Just looking back for the last time that Chelsea scored 3 goals in one game. I haven't got there yet.
What season are you
Wolves, 8th of October.
Chelsea come again.
Leicester away.
Might have to look for the 4th goal.
Can we get 4? Here's Ziyech. Yeah, Leicester away in March. 3-1 that day. Last away win. Might well finish up 3-1 here too.
Again, Kelly on that right-hand side. Really good defending from him. He's been very solid. Good decision-making. Covering his other centre-half as well at times. But the Chelsea fans are the ones that we can hear singing right now.
Meanwhile, Leeds have pulled a goal back against Manchester City. It's 2-1 there. Rodrigo with 5 minutes left. Could he, Big Sam?
Oh dear, didn't put it past him.
2 minutes to go here, plus stoppages. There'll probably be 5 minutes of those. We've had a lot of substitutions and the Chilwell injury. I don't think there's any doubt about where the points are going. Chelsea have been much the better team in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, much the better team over the 90 minutes, Matt, as well. You know, it's just making those chances, making those, the possession, turn into chances, and those chances turn into goals. And yeah, I mean, it's been a desperate time, for everyone at the club, and there's a sense of relief that I'm feeling right now, and even though there's still time on the clock, I can only imagine how Frank and his backroom staff must be feeling. But there was, I said about swagger, there is a swagger, and confidence is huge in any walk of life, whatever you do. But there is a little swagger about us now. The movement's good, players coming and players wanting the ball. Bournemouth look beaten now. They're back in their shape. They've had a go. I'll give them that. They've had a go. They've been second best for large parts of this game, but the points are coming back to Stamford Bridge. When was the last time we said that?
First win in 10 attempts it's going to be. Here's Senesi misjudging one. Might break for Sterling. Sterling left-hand side. Senesi eventually has his shirt tucked, and it's a pretty soft free kick. Going to give Bournemouth the chance to make a final change. David Brooks coming on in place of Dominic Solanke. Brooks, a third sub appearance for him since his diagnosis with Hodgkin lymphoma in September 21. Great to see him back.
Fab story, Matt. It's a fab story. He's forget football. It's been a personal battle of his own, and delighted to see him back. Talented boy, by the way. Really good player.
Nadia Shield wins a header. Just waiting to find out how long it's going to be added on for stoppages. Fourth official a little tardy getting his board ready. Actually goes out off Azpilicueta for a Bournemouth throw halfway inside Chelsea's half. 4 added minutes, and we are into those 4 minutes now. Felix trying to win a header, couldn't quite do so. Senesi brings it out. Here's Semenyo moving it on. Chance for a cross into the Chelsea penalty area here. Be picked up on the left by Vinya. Infield from him to Anthony. And Ziyech back there wins the tackle.
Brilliant from Ziyech. One thing I have to say, the wide men have done defensively a really good job.
Here's Felix wide right. Another goal for him in Chelsea colours, his third. Ziyech across the pitch. Back to Sterling and then Fernandez.
To see the confidence just flowing through the players now, Matt. Isn't it amazing? You know, okay, Bournemouth are beat, and you can tell by their body language, but look at the way Ziyech is controlling the ball. Players want it. We've been good today. Let's call it right. We've been good. We have, without being spectacularly brilliant, we've been by far the better side. We deserve to take the points. It's about putting the ball in the back. And how many times have Chelsea been the better side this season, Matt, and not been able to turn that possession into, or certainly a good possession.
Here is Gallagher, might not be done with the goal scoring yet. Ball out to Ziyech. Ziyech, right-hand side level with the edge of the box, bends in a left-footed cross, looking for Sterling, headed away before it could reach him. Then Azpilicueta has a go, and it flies up. Chelsea going to go up to 11th as a result of this win, with Palace currently trailing at Spurs. Bournemouth supporters heading for the exits now.
Top half finish, Matt. That's got to be. Oh dear.
Well, it's better than worrying about getting relegated, which has been on some supporters' minds. That'll be definitively ended.
Yeah, I mean the relegation chat. It was a fear more than a reality. You know, not impossible, but improbable was generally how that was viewed. I was one of those that was looking at the bottom of the table. If results, of course, results can go differently, but.
Here's Loftus-Cheek. Laid it off. Ouattara goes out for a Chelsea throw in their own half of the field, and we are just very much playing out time now. Azpilicueta waiting to take the throw in. Sterling off for Loftus-Cheek. Loftus-Cheek's carried on his run here, left channel. Kelly across with him.
Yeah,
Kelly won the ball.
He's done that well, Kelly. Covering his centre half. He's been, really has caught my eye.
Azpilicueta then wins a header against Ouattara. Might come for Gallagher, not quite. Brooks is on the ball. Brooks plays it over halfway, but it's picked up by Thiago Silva. Silva In for Ziyech. Ziyech nicely done, rolled away from Brooks. Good little cameo this from Ziyech. Ball goes out for a Chelsea throw.
Yes, it is. He's an assist. Lovely delivery. It's just that brilliant ball with the left foot which swings towards that far post. Almost impossible to defend.
Chalobah waiting to take the throw, gives it to Chilwell, Felix rather, and Felix is tackled by Cook, goes out for another Chelsea throw, but any second now the whistle will blow for the final time. Chalobah clipping one back into his own half of the field. Badia Shield goes all the way back to Kepa. Semenyo closing him down, but Kepa gets it away, and that is full time, and Chelsea have won a first win in far too long, but a most welcome one. A first win in 10 attempts. It's the end of the 6-game losing